Well, hello and welcome to episode 14 of Video Games. A podcast where we discuss video-related games and games-related news. My name is Jimmy Gang, and I'm joined by Paul McBride.
Hello.
Mike Gibson.
Hiya, hiya.
And forever special guest Seth Belgard.
Popcorn.
But no, Seth.
It's podcast time.
It's
Seth.
yeah, not
It's not
popcorn.
popcorn time.
Podcast, not popcorn.
Popcorn.
They're big words and
You
they're so
fucked up.
confusing.
You fucked up. You fucked
Corn.
Hey,
up.
everybody.
So what's up?
Popcorn?
Popcorn?
Popcorn. Oh God. How is everyone this evening?
Wonderful.
Tired.
Tired? Why are you tired?
I just worked 9 hours and I was in the hot in a kitchen and now I'm sleepy.
What did you bake?
Oh, disappointment into every pie.
Nice.
Real quick, I want you to tell me every pizza you made today. Go.
Okay. Okay. So we did a buffalo
Welcome
chicken
to
pizza.
Pizza Cast 2016.
We did a buffalo chicken pizza with pepperoni and onions. That was fucked up, and I'm pretty sure I did it wrong on purpose because fuck them for ordering it. Did several all the ways, which is pepperoni, onion, green pepper, mushroom, and sausage. Did a couple Actually, at one point for like an hour and a half, we just got nothing but large pepperonis, which is weird. Normally they're BLTs, which are BLT pizzas, all right? It's just bacon, and then you put some tomato and lettuce and a little bit of mayo and an extra top on top, like you're making some sort of
what
Totino's
the
party
fuck?
sandwich. Yeah, that's one of our most popular pizzas, and I'll never understand why. Did a couple calzones. Those are always fun to make because you got to fold them over in half and then get your hand all up in the butter and be like,
Yeah, get in
I'm gonna
there.
crimp this bad boy, make it look
Get
like a
in
nice,
there.
delicious pie crust. Nobody's here to listen to me talk about pizzas.
All right, that ends Pizza Cast 2016. Welcome
Yeah.
back to
Oh,
Video
wow.
Games.
Come back next year for Pizza Cast 2017.
Right.
I'll tell you all about my new accidents.
Oh my God. Anybody do anything exciting in the past month? No?
No.
No?
No.
Paul?
No.
Paul?
No.
Paul, should you do it? Did you do anything? Did you do anything fun?
Is it about my vacation?
Oh, you on vacation?
Paul went on vacation?
Yeah.
Where'd
went on
you go?
I went on a fabulous Caribbean cruise.
Did
to
it sink?
The asshole of the Caribbean. No, it stayed afloat
Oh.
despite all the food I ate. You see, I think what it comes down to is the food was already there, so even if it moved,
Yeah, you
from,
weren't adding
I
any weight
didn't
to the boat.
increase. Right.
You
I
were just
moved it.
displacing the weight.
Right. Which you'd think, the one side of the boat would start to
Right.
lean a little
You
bit.
just put it all in your room. It might tip over.
Right. That is true. Yeah, no, I went on a Bahamas cruise. It was my first time in the Bahamas. And
But, do you have any Bahama Mamas?
No.
I think it's a red drink. I don't know what's in it, but
No, I didn't. I drank some beer.
That seems
I
boring.
had, they had a drink called a Kiss on the Lips
Ooh.
that I got
You have a
because
rum
it's,
job? Jimmy told me about rum jobs.
this is listen, this is the rated R podcast, not the AO one that Jimmy does later.
To be clear, a rum
What do you
job
post
is
that on?
Captain and Sunkissed.
To be clear, he's not posting that to YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Oh, pornography websites.
Yeah.
got it.
Yep.
Got
Gotcha.
it. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. After dark.
Subscribe to our Tumblr for full
Oh my God.
unfettered access.
It's happening in real time. The gears are turning.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I didn't have.
What
a
was the
rum job.
most exciting thing you did on your boatcation?
I played a video game on my boatcation.
Oh man, here we go. That
Did it-
sounds like it was a great
That sounds
cruise.
about right.
Right, what an amazing cruise. You got to play a video game in the ocean.
No, I don't know. We went to an island and I rode ATVs around the island. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that your first
Anybody
time
harm
ever riding an
themselves?
ATV?
it was my second time riding an ATV. So, Close.
Was your first time the other time you were on a cruise?
No, we didn't go ATV riding in Alaska.
That would
I'm
be
not saying
fun,
you
though.
couldn't. Right, you could, but that wasn't on the docket at the time.
Should have been.
But no, it was cool to take ATVs out to an area that you can't really get to by road and would take you a really long time to hike there. So
Mhm.
Like, it was both a fun experience and practical. Practical way to get there. So that was probably the highlight of the cruise.
That's cool.
That and just all
ATVs
the
are fun.
food. Yeah, food,
I haven't
drinking,
ridden one in a long time, but
comedy, ATVs.
Isn't it real easy to have an ATV like tear up your legs?
if you flip one,
my-
yes.
Yeah, my right leg got warm a lot, but that's because I was not positioning it correctly.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to put it right on top of the exhaust.
right.
Yeah, no.
It just got a little toasty.
My mother, when I was around 6, I think, flipped our 4-wheeler back in our wooded area across. I was on the other side of the pond, so like it took a long time for anybody to get to her, but she flipped it back there, completely like shattered her forearm. Luckily there was a guy at the house with us who babysat us a lot. He literally swam across the pond to go help her.
Oh wow.
That was a crazy
Wow.
day, yeah. And then he had to drive her to the hospital, and he didn't have his license yet.
So they arrested him as soon as he got there.
Exactly, yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, I think I was around 6. That makes sense. But yeah, that's cool. ATV on a cruise. Did they let you bring the ATV back onto the boat?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's a shame. I feel like it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they should just have ATVs on the boat,
Right.
and then when the boat docks and you've been cleared for
You
landing,
just drive it straight
you
off.
just drive it.
Yeah.
You just drive it fucking off. Yeah,
Right.
just roll out.
Hell yeah.
It'd be awesome. You blow through customs. Fuck them.
That'd be so great.
It'd be fucking badass.
Yeah.
In the Bahamians, I don't think they have much of a police force. It'd take them a while to catch you.
Well, I mean, you're on an ATV. It'd be really hard for them
Right.
to catch you.
Yeah, because
Right.
I think
Unless
it's
they-
like
oh.
30 miles per hour.
Unless they give the cops their own ATVs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! But then it'd just be an exciting
Mm.
chase.
Right. It'd be a chase TV,
Yeah,
especially if it's broadcast.
They could probably use some entertainment there. There's not a whole lot to do.
I see. I mean, it looks like you can ride ATVs. That sounds fun.
Yeah, and it looks like paradise, except for all the places people are.
Oh. So
It looks like
poverty.
it's like a shanty town. It's disgusting.
Wow.
No, listen. If they want tourism to be
I
their main
mean,
industry,
I
they need
know.
to clean that shit up.
I know we got Paul money now, but like, oh.
No, their main industry is tourism, but then they drop you off in, like, it's like a block of touristy stuff, and then the like slums.
The garage has only held 2 cars.
They didn't, dude. Some of them only had 1-car garages. Yeah.
Paul, would you feel better if instead of taking the money you spent to go on the cruise, you donated all of it to help the less fortunate in the Bahamas?
Help them all
I
have
did.
3-car garages.
No, listen. I did donate it to them because I spent money to go. I was.
I spent money to ride ATVs all over their lovely land while
I
shouting,
paid
"Fuck you, poor people!"
I paid for the right to do that. Yeah. I'm a patron.
Thought you were gonna say you're a patriot for a second.
I'm also a patriot. The Bahamas also not America. So fuck them. America first, baby.
Oh man, let's move on.
USA.
Let's move on.
USA.
Let's move on to
US.
some news. We're gonna switch it up. I think we're gonna
You asked me.
we're gonna do
This is your
news
fault.
first.
You,
I'm gonna
you
continue.
wanted
Gonna
this.
continue to talk over you. We're talking about the news.
It's
we got
time for the
We got some news.
I got some news for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
No.
So they're gonna continue to remake those Yakuza games.
Hell yeah,
heard-
they are.
I heard 5's coming. Is that true?
3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I heard 5's going to come first.
Is
that
it
true?
really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Then
I did see
again, I did not look into this too much. I just saw the announcement.
right, announced for I believe.
Oh wait,
announced
here
for
we go.
Japan
Here we
only
go.
Right now.
I got it. Yakuza 3, August 9th. Yakuza 4, fall 2018. Yakuza
Shit.
5, spring 2019.
So by first, I meant last.
The
Yeah,
remastered
last.
releases have improved resolution and frame rates.
Nice.
So
Hopefully
there
we'll
you
get
go.
those in the States.
That's Sega, is that right?
That is Sega, yes.
Let's see. This is the latest update. a couple of additional details about Yakuza 3 Remaster have come out. Yoshitaka Mine is still voiced by Shido Nakamura, and Yui Hatano and Kana Mononogi.
I have a question
I don't know who these
for
people
a
are.
Yakuza expert. What
Mhm.
console did these 3 games originally come out on?
PlayStation 3.
They were
All three
okay.
of them?
I believe so, yeah. I believe 1 and 2 were PS2, 3, 4, 5 were PS3, and then 6 was the first PS4 game.
I wish there's just no way to find out. No, it looks like you're right. You
Yeah,
appear to be correct.
We're getting the Yakuza 2 remake in the States this August, so it'll be interesting to see if they bring Yakuza 3 remake over in August of next year.
Oh yeah,
if they do some kind of bundle.
Oh no, this
or-
is the Japanese release schedule for this
Yeah.
year. August. Yakuza 3 is in August.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The States is getting Yakuza 2 this year,
Oh,
so I'm curious if
Right,
we're going to
right.
get Yakuza 3 next year, or if they're going to bundle those 3 together as one big mega package over here, or how they're going to do it.
well,
It's
it
Sega,
seems
so
it
they'll
seems
probably
interesting that 3 and 4 are coming out
One,
so close
then
together
the other.
because 4
Yeah.
is in fall, but I mean I guess August is still summer. Yeah,
Fall goes till November, so it could
Right.
be November, right?
yeah. For some reason, I always have it in my mind that fall is like August to October. For some reason, I don't know. It's not right, but for some reason, that's always in my head.
It's because calendars are a lie.
Yeah, I guess.
You're
That's
on the Jim Gamian, the Jimmy Gangian calendars.
Right. Anyway, sure.
That's cool.
Yeah. I still
Yeah.
have yet to partake in any of those remakes.
Bring all that shit out.
Yeah, but that's cool they're doing that. How did 6 go? Did you keep playing that?
So I've played a little bit. I've played a little bit more 6. That if you follow my stream, which you don't, you would have seen me playing with a baby.
I saw the baby stuff.
Well, I was talking to the audience, Jimmy. Sorry,
Yeah,
Seth.
Seth?
If you
Seth,
if
are
you
you
were
listening?
subscribed to my channel,
I
which
am.
I know you're not, no, I was playing through that game, and then suddenly a baby mini game appeared, and I thought that was so bizarre. I just streamed it for a little bit as I searched for milk in Osaka for my baby. No, I haven't gotten to put as much time into Yakuza 6 as I would like, mostly because whenever I'm on playing video games, I like to hang out with you guys in Discord or whatever, and it's real hard to follow subtitles
I
when
could,
I'm also
yeah, I could see
making a
that.
bunch of bullshit jokes and listening about Destiny and frog legs or whatever the fuck. But I
That's
do
good.
intend to keep playing. I will definitely have that game finished by the end of the year. Because
Is it your
I-
Persona 5?
it is my no, because I'm not gonna platinum it. But I do want to see the story through.
Gotcha. Which ones have you Which ones have you not played?
I haven't played 2, 3. I never finished 4, and I never finished 5.
Okay.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, 4 was the one that opened with you running an orphanage. And it takes like 4 hours before you can do anything Yakuza-like in it.
Oh wow.
Because it's literally you managing an orphanage. Because
Huh.
you've gotten out of the Yakuza.
Oh,
It's got
well,
a
yeah.
it's got a real slow start to that game. And then if I remember correctly, with 5, you jump around to a lot of different characters very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that confused me a lot because I was like, because it's also like filling in backstory for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I think I understand, but I'm not sure what's going on. And so that put me off. And also with them being on the PlayStation 3, I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want
Right.
to deal with this console. It sounds like a jet engine. I've still got one of the
Oh, you
the
got a George Foreman?
OGBCs. Oh yes, I do.
Paul has a George Foreman as well.
Oh,
And it's
That's right,
it's
I
like a
do.
jet engine.
yeah, they are. My favorite is that this thing will just randomly, my PS3 will just randomly turn itself on in the middle of the night to blow its fans to clear the dust out.
What?
Yeah, just randomly, it'll like make the sound like it's booting up. It powers on the fans long enough to go really hard with the fans to blow out some dust, and then it just shuts itself right back
It
off.
sounds like you need to open that thing up and give it a good cleaning.
It sounds like I need to
you
call a
have an
fucking
exorcism.
priest. Yeah,
An
I think there's a
exorcism.
ghost playing with my system. But
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's really weird.
yeah,
I haven't turned on my PS3 in a long time.
You have
Mine
a
has
Slim
not
or
been hooked up for a long
I
time.
have a Slim, yeah.
Mm.
I have the first gen Slim, not the one that has it still has the automatic disc.
Okay.
It's not the one where it has the open top. Let's see here. So Respawn, after being acquired by EA,
Mm-hmm.
has scared some people off apparently, and they're going back to join Infinity Ward.
Yeah, I don't have the list in front of me here, but some
I
people
don't either. Let me
they
see
were
if I can
doing
pull it
some
up real quick.
snooping. Yeah, while you look, I'll go from what I can remember. But some people have been doing some snooping on Respawn employee Twitters and LinkedIn profiles,
Mm-hmm.
and there were a not insignificant number of people
Let's
who
see.
used to be at Respawn now have gone back to Infinity Ward.
So I have the three big ones, I guess, here.
Okay.
Lead game designer Jeffrey Smith, senior game designer John Mundy, and art lead Joel Emsley. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that one correctly, but Emslie, Emsley, something like that. So those are the three big ones, I guess. Worth mentioning, I guess, it was former Infinity Ward bosses Vince Zampella and Jason West who founded Respawn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they founded Infinity Ward when they left EA that first time.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where they were at before, but they were making the Medal of Honor games. Yeah, they left EA and Medal of Honor to go to Activision and Call of Duty, and then they left Activision and Call of Duty to go to EA and do Titanfall, and then just got straight up acquired instead of being partner of the partner program.
Right.
And then apparently that didn't sit well with some of the former Infinity Ward employees.
Mm-hmm. I'm worried about Titanfall 3.
I don't think there will be one.
That's the thing. Like, I'm worried it's not going to happen.
I think we're going to find out this E3 that the Titanfall team have been working on Battlefield 4 or 5.
That's
Mm.
I don't know about that, but
They've been doing the single player mode.
That's no.
I mean, you say that now, but when those giant mechs show up, calling the Abrams, pilot recognized.
I mean, as crazy as that Battlefield 5 trailer was, I mean,
That'd be pretty awesome.
did you? So I mentioned to you that part of the trailer, that missile that comes in, looks like the Starship Enterprise. Did you ever go
Yep.
look at that?
I never. I mean, I couldn't go look at that trailer again.
Paul, did you see that?
Yeah, it looked like a, what was it called, a V2 rocket or whatever.
Yeah, it looked like the Enterprise.
No, it looked like one of the original rockets that the Germans used.
Anyway,
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not doing not doing a thing?
way to be a
You have
Debbie
to-
Downer and the whole thing. It looked like the Starship Enterprise.
Paul,
It
yes,
was funny.
and not no, but.
Right. Anyway. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Respawn, Infinity
Well,
Ward.
prosperous.
What is Infinity Ward doing right now? Does anyone know?
Modern Warfare 4?
Really?
Killing all
I mean,
the.
I mean, they're due for Call of Duty next, aren't they?
Yeah, but like, are they?
I mean, if
Yeah.
they're restocking up at people, right? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, does that really mean they're doing another Call of Duty?
I
Yeah,
would assume
probably.
so. I mean, why would you stop?
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think
I
they've
just
hit the
feel like
point
I
yet
just feel
where
like it might be
breaks.
time.
I don't think so.
Those games still make a bunch. They don't make as much as they used to, but
Yeah, but with as many developers they have making them now, I mean, maybe I don't think it's 100%
I think-
certain that they're making another Call of Duty game.
I would bet money that they would. I would be. I would be
I don't
more
think you're
surprised
wrong.
if they
I don't think
weren't.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong that that's the safe route. But I think it's kind of fun to think they would be making something else. And I don't think it's totally out of the question.
I mean, what else would they make?
I don't know, something new.
With Activision?
Yeah, why not?
They're gonna bring Guitar Hero back.
Oh,
That wouldn't be something new.
yes, it will.
No, but it would be Activision as fuck.
Like I said, and they already did that.
No, not with Infinity Ward though. Infinity Ward is gonna bring it back.
They're gonna bring no, I was gonna say they're gonna bring Tony Hawk back, but they already did that too.
Yeah, that
They're gonna
didn't
bring
work.
Crash Bandicoot back.
Maybe make another Call of Duty.
Spyro the Dragon now stars in Call of Duty
Oh, God.
45, Return of the Sith.
Anyway,
But it's spelled with 3 Fs, not copyright infringement at all.
so P. Hines of Bethesda.
Oh, I know that fellow.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's the guy at Bethesda.
Yeah. He made the comment that next month might be their longest E3 showcase ever.
It's a lot of Skyrim trailers.
Right. So what platform is
What hasn't
Skyrim?
it come out on yet?
What
Is it on
I
mobile?
know we're going to be doing our E3
Mobile.
predictions later, but this is an addendum because that you can't put that in your actual predictions because it's a given.
It's a given.
So
right?
what platforms do we think we're going to see Skyrim on?
No lie, this is what's written in one of my predictions with LOL after it. Skyrim will be remake on Apple and Android. Like this.
So yeah,
That's
Skyrim-
not really
Skyrim
a joke,
mobile.
Seth. That's not a joke. That's
this is real life.
right.
Don't laugh at that.
We have PUBG and Fortnite on phones.
It says Skyrim Mobile, Skyrim Vita,
Okay.
Skyrim for the 3DS,
Okay.
Skyrim for the regular DS. It's a DSiWare title.
Skyrim for Nokia phones.
No Nokia phones, but we are going to get the Skyrim HD remaster for PC.
Wait, I thought that already came out.
We're getting another one. This time they
Oh.
upscaled the textures.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, are there any Okay.
Oh,
there-
Skyrim for your LCD keyboard.
Oh, yeah. Also, Skyrim for those standalone VR experiences. You know, if you want to play Skyrim VR, use the Oculus, use the Vive, use the PSVR. You got an Oculus Go or whatever. You got a Samsung VR.
Gear? Samsung Gear, yeah.
Samsung Gear VR. You just download this other separate Skyrim. It runs through everything like it says, "Oh, Khajiit has wares if you have coin. Adventurer took an arrow to the knee. Shoes throat. Ah! And then at the end, you just push a button and Pete Hines takes all your money.
Nice. Nice.
What if they announced a monthly loot crate called Skyrim Crate? And
Sky
every
Crate.
month,
Sky Crate.
they just sent you another Skyrim.
For a random
For a random platform.
random platform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope.
$99.99 per month.
This is a dark dystopian future.
Pete Hines doesn't listen
Well,
to this. does he?
we know. Do you think it's just gonna be like 40 minutes of rage too? Is that what's?
Oh, Skyrim for Rage. There'll be a mini game
Is it like
inside
the-
of Rage 2.
Is it like the Black Ops thing with Zork?
Yeah, totally. You're gonna walk
Okay.
up to a computer and type in, "Give me that good game," and then Skyrim just appears, and you're like, "This isn't what I wanted."
But I mean, sure, whatever. I'll play it again.
Right. There will be an achievement for beating Skyrim in Rage.
Oh my god! It still only take you like 12 hours.
No, I don't know. In all seriousness, this is what this is Rage 2. This is
Well, let's not get too far into that because we might be crossing into.
well.
Someone might have a prediction about that.
Right.
This is less predictions and more shit we know about.
Okay.
We know about Rage 2.
Yes.
Is there anything else they've announced already?
I'm assuming there'll be some kind of Elder Scrolls Online stuff.
Okay, yeah.
We know Skyrim. It's at least going to get mentioned.
Skyrim for mobile.
At the very least,
it's a prediction, but
at the very least, they're going to talk about that Switch version again. I'm sure.
is
I
that
don't.
not out yet?
I thought it was out.
Oh, why would
I
they
just
talk about it
figured they
again?
would talk about it.
Oh, that's fair.
Why
This
not?
is This is the thing we did, and it's nice.
Right. I can't think of anything else what we just know for certain that they're doing.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, they
Yeah.
have all those subsidiary developers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Bethesda Prey?
This is kind of getting into.
Yes.
Yes, this is
But
this is
Prey
kind
was
of
a
getting into
debacle.
cutting into maybe some predictions, but do you think we could see something Wolfenstein or Doom?
Is all of the
Wolfenstein's way
Wolfenstein?
too soon, right? Or do you think in DLC like a?
You
I'm
say, is all the
thinking
Wolfenstein
DLC.
DLC out? Because if not, we could probably see some of that there.
I'm thinking DLC. Yeah.
Will they do an old blood style thing again? Like a
That could be
Oh
neat.
yeah, totally. I could totally see that. What about Doom 2?
They already made that game. So it came out in the
Doom
90s.
Toodaloo.
I would be surprised if they...
Doom 2 HD.
Yes, actually,
no.
please.
Doom 2 HDR.
Does Doom 2 HDR does not support HDR.
Oops.
Yeah, like you said, that's delving a little bit into prediction territory, but I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
That first game was so well received.
Oh man, that first game was so good.
I could see Prey DLC because there's been, I think the Prey DLC has been all but confirmed at this point.
Has it?
Yeah, it's some moon, it's some stuff with the moon, I think.
Hmm. Well, did the entire first game take place on that station or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
The game ends when you escape the station. As far as I'm aware, I never beat it. I got halfway through and then got tired of playing it.
Hmm.
Which is kind of a bummer because it was a really cool atmospheric thing for that first.
So it seemed like an
couple hours.
interesting game that just I don't know. I just never.
$15, pick it up at a Steam sale, totally worth it, I think. But
Okay.
especially if you liked System Shock 1 and 2.
Never played them.
Feels like especially if you liked BioShock. Especially if you liked.
We're not doing good. I didn't really like BioShock that much.
Well, what parts of BioShock didn't you like?
I didn't like the shooting that much. And the shooting, as far as like the first two games, I tried both of them. I didn't really like either one in terms of how the shooting and stuff was. Because
it felt too loose and kind of RPG, or
I think the looseness was definitely part of it. Like it felt,
okay.
God, like it's a hard thing to say without kind of sounding dumb, but this is definitely like what I envisioned while playing it. It felt like playing a very old Doom game.
Oh, okay.
And like those don't feel good to shoot anymore. Like
okay, well I say
it just
like
didn't
BioShock.
feel, it just didn't, the shooting and stuff did not feel crisp, and that it seemed like that would have been very important for that game for me to like it, if that makes sense.
That totally does.
Okay.
I will say the only reason I mentioned like BioShock is because BioShock is a spiritual successor to System Shock, and this is basically also a spiritual successor to System Shock. And so it's less the mechanics.
It's a tertiary sister.
Yeah, kinda. It's less the more direct feel of the gameplay and more the concept of exploring the spaces, like building narrative based off what you can see in the environment as well as the audio logs.
Well, they had all those weird powers, right?
Yeah, and it's got the power shit. Like that stuff is all in there too.
That E3, the E3 demo before it came out, I saw interested me. It just kind of fell off my roadmap in terms of being interested in playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whatever. Let's move on before we get too heavy or too off on a tangent.
Before we talk about Bethesda for 45 more minutes.
There was this big Walmart leak, and speaking of E3, leak but not leak. It's all been confirmed at this point that none of that was really real, right?
That what none of it was real?
That's what I've been getting. That it was kind of just.
I mean,
I don't know. It was weird. It's weird.
They said, "Hey, Rage 2," on that Walmart leak, and then within a couple days, the Rage account reactivated on Twitter, and was like, "I guess we're starting our marketing now."
But it also has Borderlands 3.
I mean, 2K did just delay a game into 2019. They mentioned in their investor call last month or last week or whatever that was that like they just made the decision to delay, like to push back a game till fiscal next year to give it more time.
Yeah, but it's kind of sounding like, based on comments from them,
from Randy Pitchford,
that game may just never be happening, period.
I mean, yeah, but also Pitchford's a magician, right? So he likes to misdirect.
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong.
He likes to fuck with people. But
that I don't know, that whole conversation seemed like he was trying to say, hey, this is me not really fucking with you this time.
That is also true. Especially when he was like, people will take this both ways. What I am saying,
like he went the extra mile to say, hey, this is not me throwing a farce. Really, please do not expect this.
To to be fair, I could totally see somebody like him saying, "Is Borderlands 3 the new Half-Life 3?" Because he thinks Borderlands 3 is on the level of want and desire from the gaming community as a Half-Life. Like, oh, Borderlands is so huge, everybody wants it, but we're gonna deliver, just not right now.
I don't know.
And they've all but said for the last couple of years they've been working on that.
I
thing.
know, but we don't know what's been happening. Like, is shit going like Half-Life 3 in terms of like maybe they're not happy with it and they know that they can't deliver on what people are expecting.
Maybe they forgot how to make good games.
I mean, that really might be the case too. But going back to the Walmart thing, there's also, what was it? I think it was Forza Horizon 5. There was no 4 yet, right?
Right.
Was there no 4?
I think so. Let me double check. I saw a comment about this. Let's see. Forza Horizon 3 was in 2016, and then Forza Motorsport 7 was last year. So Forza Horizon 4 would be next. Yeah,
Maybe
there was no
skip a
4.
generation.
So like, where's that 5 coming from?
Maybe Walmart's got the exclusive, you know.
Maybe.
That could have very easily been a typo and meant for though.
I guess. I don't know. It just seems weird.
I mean, Battlefield, or not Battlefield, but Call of Duty 4 is 4 Roman numeral
It's 4
ones.
Roman numeral ones, yeah.
It's real dumb, but
It's
I mean,
so dumb.
people
But
did
you're
use
not
it
gonna
that
forget.
way.
You're not gonna forget it though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
So here's the full listing leak. Apparently,
oh, this is gonna take a while.
here's the important ones, anyways.
Okay.
Just Cause 4,
Mm-hmm.
a game called Splinter Cell, Dragon Quest 2 for the PS4 and Xbox
Oh, that's right. It
One.
was just Splinter Cell, no subtitle, right?
Yeah, Lego DC Villains, Borderlands 3, Rage 2, Gears of War 5, Forza Horizons 5, and Assassin's Creed. And then
Which
also,
I'm sure is placeholder for whatever the next Assassin's Creed's gonna be. But then
Yeah.
again, like, we should not be seeing another Assassin's Creed yet. That's
No, I mean the
unless
new
it's a big like DLC pack thing. I don't know.
And then Destiny expansion, Destiny Comet was listed, I believe, as well.
Yes.
Tom Clancy: The Division 2, Smash Brothers, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Last of Us 2,
Dreams.
Dreams, yeah.
That should discredit it in itself. That game is never coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see this just being somebody in the back end at Walmart just putting shit into a database in case
Like all
they
the
get
games
announced at E3.
they've ever heard rumored before. Like,
Right. And then we just happened to hit on one with Rage 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It was
still, interesting.
definitely blowing shit up everywhere when it happened, though. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see. What else we got? Let's see. Tetsuya Takahashi. Is he the director
that?
for the Xenoblade IP?
I believe so.
He's a major figure in the Xenoblade games.
A big man.
Yeah, I
with
think he's the
Xenos.
director. Tetsuya Takahashi.
I bet
said
he's
that-
not a big man.
Head of the game software company Monolith Soft.
Okay, so head of Monolith Soft said that alongside 2 new games in the Xenoblade IP, he wants to make a new M-rated IP that is this has to be a typo, right? Violet?
The
Should
thing
that have-
I saw also said Violet, but
Okay.
I've also seen people say violent was what
Okay.
he meant.
Oh, well, I'm just going to take, because it's in quotes, violent, erotic, and heavy.
Hmm.
I did not see you had mentioned something about an ABC comedy that I didn't see in this article.
Yeah, I think Paul saw that quote.
Oh, was
Apparently,
it Paul? Okay.
yeah. Apparently, the full interview, he mentions that he wanted to do something like an American cable television broadcast, like you would see on ABC. And then mentioned his violent, heavy, and erotic game.
Paul, didn't you say that they were thinking about doing one of the main Xenoblade series and then another X game? Did we lose Paul?
Yes, I did say that the other night. It was a good discussion we had.
Where's Paul? Oh, Paul.
Paul went away.
Paul.
I'm his replacement, Paul Jr.
Paul.
I came out of his tail like the Cell Juniors do.
Oh. That makes
My
sense.
creator hates me.
Well, I'm pretty sure Paul said that there was a new game coming for regular
did.
Xenoblade and Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was
Yes,
the game they made for Wii U.
they want to make Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade X2.
Okay. And then this new Violet game.
And this new violent, heavy, erotic game.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah. Hold on. I have the exact quote here if you'd like.
Okay,
that.
yeah.
If we keep doing numbered titles, it's going to get stale. So we want to do something completely original too. Takahashi. Me personally, I want to do something you'd see on an American cable drama like ABC.
Oh my god.
Violet and erotic and heavy.
Violet
that-
or violent?
Violet.
Fuck me.
Something that there's no way we would be allowed to do it. Kojima, the other person in this interview, I believe, also works at Monolith Soft. I don't know his full name.
Did you just say
unfortunately.
Kojima?
Yeah, that's part of his name. Yes.
Okay.
I don't have his full name.
I don't think you could say Kojima without doing a full name if it's not actual Kojima.
That's that's why I tried to do as much as I could there to cover for that.
Okay.
Kojima. No, I think we can do it. I think that's fine. Mitsuda sounds good. Yojo, the Zero, the Japanese games rating board. Kojima, we can just go with Z with X. This is the equivalent of M in America. Takahashi, completely serious though, I would like to do a Z-rated game and just do whatever the hell I feel like doing.
I mean, you want a purple game? I can make you a purple game.
He doesn't want a purple game. He wants a violet game.
They're in the same spectrum.
I mean, hey, I just think it's good that two of the big RPG designers from last year want to just make some erotic shit. Like, why not? I guess,
whatever,
right?
Fuck it. Make what you want to make.
Yoko Taro wants to make a porno, and this dude wants
Right.
to just get them big titties out flopping somewhere else. So
Right. Make what you want to make.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid. I mean, even Steam's starting to get a little more lenient.
I mean, Steam's starting to go the other way, though. If you've heard that stuff, right?
Oh no, what's happening lately? I thought they were starting to get a little better.
They were starting to get a little better, but
Is this like a brand new like hot off the press?
This is like a week old at this point, I think. But the creators of Honey Pop, one of the first pornography video games on the Steams.
Okay, maybe I did see this.
They received an email from Valve saying you need to get rid of this sexy content from your video game because Paul's breathing too heavy.
Paul's back. We hear him breathing.
Paul's back. He's letting everybody know that you need
Paul,
to get
we
rid
needed
of
you earlier.
Sexy video
content.
games, man.
It's making him breathe heavy. I get it.
Can't do that to me.
But yeah, basically a bunch of visual novel publishers received messages from Valve saying this game violates our nudity and sexual context stuff. Remove it before you can re-upload it to the store or we will have it taken down. The thing is, there seemed to be no rhyme or reason as to who got messages. Some straight up pornography games didn't get flagged. A LGBT visual novel with no nudity in it got flagged. Honey Pop got flagged, but not any of the sequels they put up. Only the original game, which is at match 3.
Did you just take all the entire like visual novel genre and roll the dice in terms of who gets a message?
It kind of feels like it. And the weirdest part, because Valve never said why this change happened, if this was a change, and they just weren't enforcing it before, any of that stuff. They didn't say anything. There was a Christian family group that was on Twitter and Facebook saying that they successfully won a fight against Satan and his vile pornographic acts against children on Steam.
What?
And it's unclear if they actually petitioned Valve to have that stuff taken down, or if they're just claiming, oh, the porn games are gone, that's a win for us. But I will say the story does end with a lot of the Steam users saying
children aren't supposed to be able to buy games on Steam. It's not for children.
Right. Exactly. But this did lead to a bunch of pushback from both publishers and from consumers. And Valve has apparently walked back on almost all of this, saying that all of the original emails were sent out in error and that they would receive a further communication with updated information when it was available. So it seems that if they were planning on the great purge of the pornography, it has been held off for at least a little bit.
That's
But
such
yeah,
bullshit.
it's so weird.
Like,
Oh, the other rumor too. I should mention this real quick before I forget. The other rumor: Valve just put their Steam Link app on Android and iOS, which lets you stream from your computer to your phone or tablet. And there was a rumor floating around that because of the fact that there were pornography games accessible on Steam, that Apple could deny the app for that reason. Like, you're not supposed to have easy access to pornography, I think, in iOS apps or something with their guidelines. And so by having an app that would let you stream it from your PC, it still technically counted. So it was possible like Valve was just trying to avoid having Apple flag this app and not let it get through to be uploaded to iTunes by purging the pornography.
well, I
But then
thought
they did a really shitty job of that too, so who fucking knows?
I thought it was already policy that the games had to be patched with any like
So
pornographic scenes and such out of the game.
that was
period.
never official policy, apparently.
Really?
That was just a workaround that Valve never, like, that was like a loophole Valve never shut out. It was from a time when Valve was very much like, you can't upload anything explicit. And so people were just like, okay, here it is, non-explicit. And immediately you would post a news update on the front page on your store page that was, click here for the porn. And then that turned into, don't do that. You can
Yeah,
put
because
it in
people were putting links to patches where you could put it
Mhm.
into the game, right?
Yeah, and eventually Valve kind of stepped in and said, look, don't put it on the store page, but you can post whatever you want in your community discussions on the Steam forums. And so that went to there. And then eventually they said, don't post those in your forums, actually. You can still do it. We're not going to shut that loophole. Just don't tell people where to get it. So then people they would just go, oh, visit our website for more information on this title.
Or for
And then they would link you right
for additional
to-
content, please visit our website.
Yes, totally.
It's dumb. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Kids aren't supposed to be buying games on Steam anyway.
Nope.
So let those guys make the games they want to make. Let them put it on there. You've already got it in play. Like, when you go to I feel like even when I go visit pages that aren't M-rated games, I still have to put in my fucking date of birth. Like,
I think a lot of that comes from user tags. If a game gets user tagged with something like nudity or whatever, I think then they automatically age get it.
Gotcha. And kids don't have credit cards, so
Yeah, but they can earn PUBG boxes and sell those,
yeah, I guess.
which is a problem Valve created for themselves.
Yeah. And they can buy gift cards, I guess, too.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know.
Just
The user agreement says you have to be 18, so
right. They've done everything they
so
need to.
it's bad parenting as far as I'm concerned. Has nothing to do with Valve. Let them
Or
put
it's
what...
good parenting. You want to know about the birds and the bees? Let's go play Bible Black.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Uh
I don't feel like that'd be a very good lesson, honestly.
You don't have kids. What do you know?
You're right. I don't know. I
You don't
even
know-
how to
you don't know what your
I never
potential
played
children are
Bible Black
into.
to find out.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh boy.
Can you send me a link to that after the podcast so I know where to go?
Valve says I can't post links here, but if you visit my website for more information,
Nice.
Oh my god. I don't have any other stuff here for news. Did anyone have anything they remembered but didn't write down on here?
no. I mean, the only thing I could think of is that the Overwatch anniversary event is back, and
Oh, right.
the neat thing about this is they are enabling every previous seasonal cosmetic, so you can get anything you missed.
You had to imagine this was coming
Or get
eventually, right?
duplicates of everything that you've missed.
Yeah. And still get a duplicate.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So that's cool. I think it's good they brought that stuff back.
Yeah.
But
I think it'd be a good idea if just once a year they did that, period.
Mhm.
Maybe
by the
not
time you
maybe
hear
not
this,
with
it's probably over. But
right. Maybe not the stuff that was from the previous year and it just happened. But as the game gets older, like here's stuff from years 1 through 3. Here's years 1 through 4, year 1 through 5. But at least the people that are coming into the game or weren't around for that and get a chance at the old stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Well, let's move into games then.
Like I said, because the only other piece of news I could think about is that Destiny's DLC came out.
It did, which we are definitely going to be getting into.
Warmind, right?
Warmind.
The thing
I think everybody but Paul has been playing.
Yeah.
What kind of
Uh,
noise is that, Paul?
yeah.
I don't want to be called Butt Paul.
Oh, sorry, ass Paul.
But Paul. Ass Paul. Assy Paul. Buddy
Assy,
Paul.
Assy, butt Paul.
I don't know
Buddy,
what ass
buddy
is.
Assy Pal.
I shouldn't
Paul?
have said anything.
Polly Paul.
I'll never
Polly-
learn.
Polly Shore. Anyway, so most of us have been playing Destiny 2. Durstener with our Grimgrams.
Gringram.
How do we?
And then
how
we
is-
raid with the guy, and he's like, "Did you just fucking say Gringram?"
Oh yeah. I forgot about
Kind of
that.
cracked me up.
Yeah, Grimgrams. How do we feel about this expansion, DLC, whatever you want to call it? I feel bad calling it an expansion, but
I mean, I'm glad that I'm not capped light in the first week. I feel like they've took away from a lot the fact that I have no excitement about getting exotic Ingram anymore. Kind of sucked. But
I would be excited about not maybe being max light yet if it wasn't because I'm time gated.
well, I'm so
Mhm.
used to time gate that it doesn't.
If it was legitimately taking me this long because there was just that much to do, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Like I said, because let's not forget, we hit the soft cap
The first week.
before we beat the story.
right?
I think.
Yeah, 100%. Because the soft cap was only 5 high.
Right.
Yeah, that was really shitty.
'Cause I think
man,
this is the biggest the hard cap has been. Like the longest.
this is the biggest gap, yeah. Because it went from 330 to 385, 335 to 385. So yeah, that was well. What was the gap between King's Fall and Taken King? I feel like that was a big one.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can't remember those. That
Or that would have been
specific,
House of Wolves, and Taken
Yeah.
King. I feel like it was big. Was it 300 to 400? No,
It might have been. Don't Google House of Wolves. It's a My Chemical Romance song.
No, 400 was the cap at Wrath of the Machine, I think. So maybe it was 200 to 300. You know what I feel like that makes sense because I feel like a lot of the Vault of Glass guns that have are like 190.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Well, Destiny 2 anyway, it's the largest gap there's been, even though there's only been 2 DLCs. But
Level 34 was the max light level.
34.
in
Oh,
House
that
of
was
Wolves.
before they
Because
changed
remember,
it.
they didn't change it to numbers. It was you got more light to fill up a bar to make your number level go up.
That's right. Yep.
And then at the start of year 2, when they changed it, it became a score of your stuff, and I think it was 330, 335.
Maybe.
Was your max light?
I don't know. It's been too long. Oh well, doesn't matter. Despite some of the problems the game still has, I'm having fun with it. I'm having definitely more fun than I had with Curse of Osiris.
Yeah, I am too. I like
same.
I like the new stuff that has come out with it. I like the what are they called? The escalation protocols.
Mm-hmm.
The,
Yeah, I've
the
had a good
difficulty
time
to
doing
them.
those past couple nights, even though they take a while to
Yeah,
get people
That's
to do
the
right.
worst.
Even though you need 9 players for this balanced around 3 players.
I'll tell you what though, having 9 people doing that is a lot of fun.
yeah.
That 100%. They need more content that allows for a lot of people like that. That was a good time. Having 9 people doing the
The sword.
the sword slam It's really good. Yeah, I beat Wave 7 one time with a group that I came in at the end of their kind of farm. They had done it 6 times in a row and they were done, but and then we tried to do another group last night, and the people we could get, I should say, because we had a really hard time finding people that late at night. We didn't have the DPS. We couldn't kill it. But it's still a good time. Haven't tried that new raid yet.
You see, how long until you think they nerf escalation protocol though? Did you know they're going to?
Yeah.
They said no matchmaking.
Yeah.
So.
Which is so dumb. Just make it matchmaking. Fuck. It's so fun doing that with 9 people. But fuck,
You don't even have to make it matchmaking.
It's 385.
Just make it to where you can invite a friend to the same fucking instance as you. It's not a hard concept.
All they really have to do is have it. If you leave a fire team in the same instance, you stay in the instance.
Right. Ta-da.
I don't see how that would be that hard.
But they don't want you to do
But
that.
I know they don't want us to do it. It's whatever.
Because Bungie.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah, that quote from them this week, where it basically felt like they were saying, we expected players to cheat by getting more people together.
Right.
To do this
Like
event.
we saw what happened in the Court of Oryx. Like we knew this was gonna happen.
We knew players were going to use their.
So
tricks
instead
to get more than
of
intended.
instead of making it legit to where you could do this, we just wanted to make it really hard on y'all.
Right, we just balanced it around 3 max level players. Disregard the fact that 3 max level players, some of the best in the world,
8 hours.
took 8 hours and had to get RNG lucky on wave 6 and camped in a cheese spot with snipers for the boss on wave 7.
Wave 6 is rough. I don't see how you could do that with 3 people at 385. There is so much going on. It's unbelievable. All the heavies, fuck, man. Those bosses have so many hit points. Yeah, it's gonna get nerfed. I bet it takes 2 weeks. To answer your original question, I bet 2 to 3 weeks. We say
I could see it getting nerfed before July. Anytime before July, because that's when they're introducing the year 1 triumph stuff, and I bet complete wave 7.
You think they're gonna do the t-shirts again?
No, I think they'll do emblems, but I don't think they're gonna do t-shirts. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but my money is on them not doing it.
It was a really cool thing.
Did they? Because they did the triumph thing 3 more times with Destiny 1. Did they do t-shirts every time?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe.
They did it at least 2 times.
Okay, I thought they stopped doing t-shirts. I thought they only did t-shirts for the first one.
No, they definitely did it for the last one because I was considering trying to go in and finish it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember before Destiny came out, and
I was looking at the numbers, and it was just not realistic. I was not going to be able to do it. But yeah, they did it at least 2 times. I think they did it 3 times, but I'm not 100% certain on.
Instead of selling you a real T-shirt, they'll sell you a code for an Eververse T-shirt that gives you
Eververse
Guardian
t-shirt for
t-shirt.
Guardian.
Yeah.
Can I just get a T-shirt? Too cool for Raul. Too cool for Raul. It's the farm life for me.
If that is not a shirt on Etsy somewhere, I am going to be disappointed in this community.
We should make it. Oh my gosh, that'd be good. We did end up going back and doing the first raid layer from Curse though.
That is true. We did finally go back and do that thing.
That was really, I liked that raid a lot.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think I enjoy it more than that first raid. I think because I was holding my opinion until we did it the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely think I like it better. And it says nothing. It's nothing about the time difference in terms of what it takes to complete.
No, I just like
doesn't really-
mechanically, I like it better.
Yeah, I think those encounters are more fun, especially
say-
that last boss.
This is
encounter.
where I'm going to say something to Seth for the first time, for you the second time. That might be a little divisive here, but I think I prefer the raid lair style of pacing compared to the full-on Leviathan style.
I mean, that's fine.
But that might entirely be because we only ever raid one night a week, typically, and so we have
Yeah.
to one-shot it every time. We can't just pause after two
Well, I mean,
encounters
that's
and
how
come back.
people just do it. Period. I don't think people split it up at
Yeah.
all. But
But I like the idea of, okay, we're gonna load into this thing, and an hour later we're gonna have it done, and
yeah,
and 2 hours later we're gonna have it done.
I think. Well, I think if you're running it with the same people who get it down, I think you could totally beat that Leviathan raid in like an hour. Like you just blow through the shit.
Yeah, we've done it in an hour one night. Like back before we quit for Curse of Osiris, we did Leviathan in an hour one night.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I thought we did one night.
No.
No, especially too because when we don't have a group of 6, like we have a group of 5. If you're like, all right, let's do Leviathan or let's do anything, there's always that extra 15 to 30 minutes of posting on fire teams going, this guy could work, let's do this. Oh no, that's okay, hey everybody, let's get together. Oh, I was doing a strike.
or waiting to bring in one of our friends who doesn't normally play with us. Like it's still the same thing. Takes time.
Totally.
We're still waiting around for it. Like even like, and I don't even think us running through it. We've done it in an hour. There's no way.
No way. Maybe close to an hour, but I still
maybe like
I
an hour and a
still don't-
half.
Yeah.
But not. Yeah, I don't think a flat hour. I mean, have we ever run through it where we one-shotted everything?
No. I think we've always had something where we failed once on.
Yeah, I think so. Usually dogs. I
Yeah.
hate that. I still hate that dog encounter. I think it's the stupidest fucking.
Jimmy, I'm gonna say something here for the podcast audience, and I want you to know that I love you as a brother, and I don't mean any harsh feelings with this.
No, it's because I suck at the top.
But when we're down below and you're like, all right, come to me, and we're just looking at each other like, where the fuck is Jimmy?
Yeah, but nobody
And
else
then-
volunteers to do it.
And
So
then, and then Jimmy's like, all right, just come this way, and we all stop and go, there's a dog in front of us, and you go, wait, what? Oh, okay,
Right.
wait for the dog.
yeah, I volunteer to do it because nobody else will. That's
I
what it
did
goes
last
down to.
time.
Again, like I said, no harsh feelings. Like you said,
I
no
tell
one
you
else,
I tell you every time I'm not good at it.
no one else wants to do it, but it's really funny every single time it happens.
Yeah. I don't want to do it because I'm bad at it, but that's
I feel
whatever.
like
I think I've been thinking about that. Like I think the problem is a lot of the people we do it with aren't going to memorize the map. And
I was gonna say
I'll tell you what. I did the top last night with a group,
Mm-hmm,
and they were using the map,
mm-hmm.
and I was using the markers on the map, and it went
Mhm.
fucking great.
I was gonna say that's the secret. The real secret is that you don't actually need people up top other than to shoot the flowers, because once you've done that encounter enough, the people down below
They know
the dog
they know
paths.
they know the paths. Yeah.
They know
But
where
yeah,
to go to be safe.
I was using the markers on the map to guide them through it, and it was fucking great because they knew all the markers. But we have several people we do it with who are not going to do that. So
I mean, we have several people we do it with who can barely understand how to jump on a platform someone before you was on, and not land on a different one.
Yeah.
Not to name any names, but they're not listening to this podcast. So Nick, please, just Nick, just once, just go to the one in front of you with the guy on it. Don't go to the one that's directly in front of you. Just go to wherever he just was. That's all you got to do.
Like, and I don't know any easier way we could explain it. Like, it just.
I mean, I get it the first time. But he killed me 3 times doing that.
But he's not the only one. We're using as an example. Some
Right.
people just can't raid. Like, it's not just this game. Every game you play, like, you get some people that mechanics blow their fucking mind, even if it's not hard mechanic.
Yeah, I guess. I
And
don't
then
know.
the people who get them really
He's-
easily,
He's
you're,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, he gets through Leviathan fine.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think another try or two he'll be perfectly confident at it. I think.
Right. We didn't really explain anything either. We just kind of ran it. I'm like, you'll get it as you go.
Right. But I barely watched that video I did. So I mean that was
Right.
So-
You should have been able to get it as you go. But hey, we get
Yeah.
it. Not everybody can learn on their feet like that.
It's true.
So,
It's fine. We say everything in love.
Oh,
Oh,
big hearts.
Big
You know,
hearts.
one good thing about this expansion, possibly my favorite thing about this expansion,
What's that?
the Exodus Crash Strike is being pulled from matchmaking.
Hell
Finally.
yes.
God, what a
Me and Jimmy
bad
did
strike.
that week
It's so
one, and
bad.
oh my god.
I know. What if we made an invisible teleporting boss that you can't shoot?
Oh, and then
Promoted.
What if we make
Yeah,
an
no.
invisible teleporting boss that you can't lock on with Darcy and take down in 2 seconds?
Right. I mean, even ignoring that, even ignoring the overpowered exotic, you shoot him twice and he teleports.
Right.
Give me any damage,
He
please.
teleports in the middle of a rocket cluster. Like you don't even get to
Right.
hit him with the bombs. It sucks.
It's so bad.
And then you have those stupid annoying skanks. Ugh.
Mhm. And you can fall off the platform.
And you can knock him off and he's fine.
Right. Ugh,
I did
That's
last
right.
time I ran that. I knocked him off.
you learn
And
from
I was like,
Atheon.
please. And then he showed up at top again. I was like, fuck.
Love me.
Yeah, it's a really bad. I think it's worse than Savathun.
it's bad.
I think
And then,
it's worse than Savathun, but I think oh man, I hate Savathun so much.
Savathun sucks, but I'll run Savathun 10 times before I run that fucking thing.
Yeah.
you know, knock on wood, I haven't got Savathun since we started playing again.
Note to self: don't do
Don't-
strikes with
Don't
Seth
do strikes
later.
with Seth anymore tonight.
Yep. Although to be fair, I wouldn't do them at all right now. I think the health one.
I have to do 3 more this week.
What's it called?
Momentum.
Momentum is on today, so I don't advise doing them today.
The day of recording, not the day of you listening.
Right.
Unless it lines up, in which case Jimmy's a psychic.
What if it's momentum? The day you're listening to this, don't do that either because
Skip
that's
'em.
bullshit.
Momentum's bad.
Yeah,
Momentum and grounded. Two
worse
best
than
things.
worse than grounded.
Yeah, but to have both.
Well, then that's just suicide.
Mm,
Just don't jump.
I mean, yeah,
and keep moving.
that's kind of hard though.
That is kind of hard.
I never realized how much
Destiny's
I
a game of
jump.
jumping.
Yeah.
It's all about that jump.
About that jump. No walking.
No walking. Well, I'm sure we'll continue to play a little more Destiny. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, but I definitely want to do that last raid.
Gotta get that
and-
flawless run in Trials. Now's the time. They took away the guns for clans. There's never been a better time to get a VPN.
Take away the
and just
guns for
cheat.
clans.
You can no longer get Trials weapons out of clan rewards for going flawless.
Oh, right.
But yeah, there's never been a better time to get a VPN and cheese your way to flawless.
Yeah. Shoot around those corners, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's move on.
Thank God.
Oh, well, Paul.
Oh, sorry.
So, what is your
Is that
thoughts on
loud?
Destiny 2 Warmind?
Oh no.
Paul, will you be coming back to Destiny with the expansion in September?
They
That's
didn't
a
get
good
me,
point.
I mean, I don't know. What's the no? I'm just gonna say no.
I assumed that would be the answer.
What if they say that if you come back with the expansion in September, you get a free copy of Legends of the Heroes Trials in the Sky SC3?
What if they put Red Mage in the expansion?
Then if they put Red Mage in Destiny 2, I think it'll finally be the thing that convinces you and Seth to stop playing that game.
This is a callback to when Paul promised me he would come back to Final Fantasy 14 years ago. They put Red Mage in the game. They put Red
Red
Mage
Mage
in the
is
game
awesome.
last year. Did Paul come back? Paul?
Paul can't be trusted.
Paul's a liar and he can't be trusted.
Paul.
But
Paul's
let's be
generally
honest.
the first person to tell you can't be trusted.
Oh, 100%.
Red Mage was such a good job in 14 too. He would have enjoyed it.
Wait, there's a
Jimmy
14
hated
2 out
Red
now?
Mage.
14-2.
14-2. I mean, technically
Two
it
as
is
in
14-2.
TOO, not TWO.
It is 14-2.
It is
Well,
14
true.
2. That is true. I mean, now it's 14-4. right? Isn't that what the patch
No,
number
it's still
is?
14.2. It's still 14.2.
I mean, the number's 4.
That first game and what they made after are not the same game. It's still the same game from that remake.
I don't know. Dragoon was fun in that remake. Now that we've depressed Jimmy,
Well,
Paul,
thanks for
sensitive stomachs.
let's see you next month, guys. Let's just wrap this up. I'm sad Jimmy's back.
Paul, tell me about boat games.
Boat games.
What are games you play on a boat? Because
Oh,
I don't remember if this was on the podcast or not, but you definitely asked us for a lot of recommendations.
it was not on the podcast.
Well, a quick summary
And you're
for
the
those
only
of you
person
listening.
What?
I said a quick summary for those listening. Paul said, "What should I play on the Switch on my boat?" And I said, "Every Switch game that I could find on the internet."
I think he just looked up a list of Switch releases.
I gave you a couple actual answers and you ignored them.
some of mine were good suggestions too.
You suggested a bunch of stuff that I'd already played, or
And then Bayonetta.
Bayonetta was a good one.
yeah, but you know how I play games.
You're new,
And the
Paul.
new-
We don't know how you play games because you keep playing games we never would have expected you to.
Like Monster Hunter.
That's true.
Like Monster Hunter.
I beat God of War since we last talked. To
You beat
I
a
never
game.
would have thought he
You
would have beat
finished-
God of War.
A game.
I finished God of War.
You
yeah.
beat a game. For goodness
Yeah.
sakes.
And I
that
put like
never
100 hours
happens.
into Monster Hunter earlier this year. Yeah, I don't get it either.
New Paul is scary.
You can't
No,
trust New Paul.
you couldn't trust
old
old
Paul.
Paul.
You
Yeah,
sure as
things
hell
never
can't trust
change.
new
War
Paul.
never changes. No, I played a game on a boat. Did you want to go through the whole thing of what games you recommended that I didn't play, or
That would take all night. So let's just
focus?
talk about
on-
what you did play.
Okay, so there was this game that came out in 2016 in early access. I played it on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Is
They
that the
released
personal
it-
computer? Is that what that
Yeah.
stands for?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anyway, they released it on Switch. They ported it over there, and I was like, sweet. I loved this game on PC. I put like 30 hours into it, which is pretty good for me. So I was like, sweet, this is gonna be awesome. And that game was Darkest Dungeon, and this has been a few months ago that they released it on.
I mean, did they
Switch.
bring any lights?
They actually added a radiant mode, which is very bright.
So wouldn't it be lightest dungeon?
It wouldn't be the darkest one anymore because that's
No.
darkest mode, I think. I'm
I'm
not the best person to ask because when I played it, the game was still in early access. I never went back to it after it actually completed. So I was kind of excited about this release because I was going to be like, oh, I can finally play the finished product, you know? They had added some classes and stuff. I won't go into the whole spiel of what Darkest Dungeon is. Google it or whatever. But its Switch release is a dumpster fire, in my opinion.
Oh.
So what's wrong
No,
with
that's
it?
not fair. That's not fair.
Oh, wait,
It's
I
not a
mean-
dumpster.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, so they didn't bother to do like I feel like whoever did the port, I don't know if it was the team that made the game originally or if they had a port studio doing it, but the way they handle like it's not a CRP, it's not like a computer RPG necessarily, but it has got a lot of systems and there's a lot of buttons and such. So on PC, that's fine because you've got your cursor, you have precise mouse movements, things like that.
Right.
Mapping that to a controller, I could understand could be difficult. What they did is awful. I don't think I can stress it enough. I did play it on the boat. It is still the same game, so the core of it is good.
Mhm.
But what I really want to focus on here is the fact that they did a system with the controller where you have to hold down triggers to change, like it's all menus. Like it shouldn't be that difficult. Like Final Fantasy figured out menu-based gameplay a long time ago.
Right.
I shouldn't be accidentally using items that I didn't mean to use. There shouldn't be confirmation dialogues. Like, when you pop up something, it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Like if you accidentally try to sell something,
Mhm.
and it's like, are you sure you want to sell this?
Is that for every single thing in the game?
No. They do it for things that in my opinion, they don't need to. Like your party in this game. So I feel like I'm doing it a disservice. Hopefully everyone knows what this game is, but your party in the game switches a lot. Like you have quite a large stable of heroes, characters,
Mhm.
and you have teams of 4 that go into the dungeons. So you end up swapping them out all the time and repositioning them a lot.
When they're outside of the dungeons, or like while you're in the dungeon?
outside of the dungeons, you can
Okay.
swap their spaces in the dungeon, but you feel like you're doing fucking gymnastics with your fingers because
Hmm.
you have to hold down left trigger, hit the Y button, switch the character you want to switch, hit the A button, but if you hit any other button, you'll go back, you'll start over. So don't fuck up. If you hit the
Okay.
wrong button, you'll start over. If you try to back out like one step, like normally you'd hit the B button to go back a step in something, like to go back one
Mhm.
menu, it just closes all the menus. It puts you back on like your whatever, your home's quote unquote home screen. But yeah, left trigger,
This sounds like a nightmare.
A, or left trigger Y. Sorry, I would have fucked that up. Left trigger Y, scroll the character A, scroll to the spot you want A again.
Are you holding this down at all while this is happening, or
The left trigger has to be held during this. Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to hold down Y. I mean, the button pushes are individual, but the
Gotcha.
triggers are being held
Okay.
down.
I thought you were holding down trigger and Y this entire time. I'm like, fuck me.
No, it's just it's like an unnecessary step of convolution to do something simple. Like if you want to switch a character spot, like there's 4 different positions you can be in. Front, middle, and rear. And it's in this game, it's an RPG strategy game. Like that positioning matters, and moves can move your position during battle. Well, if you want to rearrange yourself, like outside of the dungeon, if you want to move someone in position 2 and position 3, if you want to swap them, position 3 swap to position 2 will just kick person in position 2 out of the party. You then have to go back into the menu holding down the right trigger, which always starts you at the top of the menu, even though there's like 15 character slots. It won't start you where you were at. It always starts you at the top.
It has
So
it has no cursor memory.
No cursor memory. Scroll down. Also, the buttons don't work on the left-hand side of the Joy-Con. Like like if you want to use it as a D-pad, forget it. You can't use it as a D-pad. You have to use the analog sticks for an entirely menu-based game. And that's a pet peeve for me because I'm definitely someone who if
goes
it's a
back and
menu,
forth.
oh, I typically only use analog sticks for 3D movement. Like in a 2D game or a game where it's a lot of menus, I like to use the D-pad because it's more precise for me. And you don't have to worry about like an analog stick. You push down on it, and then
it's faster button hits too.
It starts scrolling, right? Whereas with a D-pad, you're like 1, 2, 3. And I'm in the third spot. Analog stick, you got to watch where you're at. Anyways, that's just everything about this port. I think is a mess. Like I shouldn't say everything. The performance is fine. The game doesn't like hiccup or anything like that. But like it runs smoothly, and they added a bunch of stuff, so I was super pumped. Like there's new classes, there's 3 new dungeons from when I last played it, like different zones, bunch of new enemies. And did I say 2 new classes or just new classes?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, anyways, I've gotten 2 new class characters already, and I only played the game for like 5 or 6 hours because I couldn't take it anymore. I was using items constant. Like I would, God, I just.
So I have a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So the deals with the controls.
Yeah.
The issues you're having. Is this something that, in your vision, could be just fixed with a different control layout, or is this a problem in the way that you don't see how this could have been ported to a console because it just doesn't work that way?
The game design's tough. Like it's a complicated game with a lot of systems. It's like trying to do an RTS, like
right. It just doesn't. Those just don't work very well at all.
It's just hard to do that, right? I think that they were really lazy with the UI. They didn't change the UI at all, which I'm playing it in Switch portable mode on the boat, so it's really tiny. Like it's meant to be played on a 27-inch screen or 24-inch at least, right? And not
a 19-inch.
Not the Switch. What size is the Switch? Listen, Who has a 19-inch computer monitor? What are
I've
we?
got-
What is this?
Oh, no.
1999?
Oh no, Paul.
Paul,
Oh.
Paul.
I've
Oh,
got
really?
6 19-inch computer monitors.
Oh, well, that's fine.
All the range to make 1 mega image of your face.
Oh, beautiful.
We're back on the Paul hates poor people train.
Anyway, I don't think anyone has a computer monitor the size of a Switch tablet, like any average consumer. It's just really, the UI is really small. The text is really small. The game's pretty dark, anyways, and I
mean, it's in the title.
Right, exactly. So I had trouble. I'm glad I'd played it before, because if this is my first experience with it, combine the controls with the difficult to read UI, like literally the tutorial messages that tell you how to use the controls
Mhm.
are paragraphs, and
Whoa.
they put them. Yeah, like, and it's a pop up and it's a paragraph.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's never good.
Right. It's super complicated and it's super unintuitive. They don't do anything with so the UI could have been made touch friendly and they didn't do that. You can use it as a touch screen though, which is even more ridiculous. Like, I started doing that because of how bad the controls were. At one point I couldn't figure out like the character movement thing I told you about. If
Mhm.
you're in the dungeon, I couldn't figure out how to select a move because it's considered a move, like an attack when you move a character. I couldn't figure out how to get to that, and I just tapped it. I just tapped it on the screen as a touch screen. But again, the UI is not made for, like, it's not been changed, so it's super fucking tiny. Like, it would be a good stylus game. Like,
Did I was trying to figure out who did the port. I was trying to look it up real quick.
mhm.
I didn't see that, but apparently there was a tablet edition.
Did they do anything with that?
It was released in August.
Well,
Did
if
you-
it's the same, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know it. I didn't know they did that. It makes sense because, like I said, they've got touch controls in on the screen, so they built that in.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do anything with the UI so I've seen games where you'll hold on the right trigger and it'll, like, the menu on the right hand side that you're actually accessing when you do that will either it'll embolden or it'll like come out, like it'll stick out, or it'll enlarge, to let you know that you're holding down the right, like, that's, what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yes.
like good menu design.
Right.
They didn't do any of that. They just left everything exactly the same. So you don't even know what you're doing except a little cursor appears over there, like it would if you were highlighting it with a mouse cursor. But it always starts at the top. Like, it was just a mess. And it makes me really, really sad because I really like that game. And I kept trying to fight it, like, to play it.
Do you think?
Like,
Do you think if it was on a larger tablet, like you played it on your iPad or something, it would be better?
on an iPad, I think I would still probably complain that they didn't do anything to the UI to make it more, like, they didn't, like, they should enlarge the buttons and, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. But it would be a lot more tolerable. I think literally playing this on any larger screen is going to make it easier. And I think they would have been better off using a false cursor, like a cursor with the control stick, like some games do,
Mm-hmm.
like with an analog stick. I think that would have been a better solution than what they did.
Is it completely turn-based? There's no, like, ATB type
It's
stuff
totally
in it?
turn-based. So there's, like, if
Okay.
you take your time, you're good. But button prompts don't, like I said, they don't always give you the "Are you sure?" thing. And I can't tell you how often I didn't sell an item, but I would use an item without meaning to, or
Right.
have an attack go off without meaning to, and be like, oh well. And in this game where it's not roguelike, but there's permadeath for all your characters, like,
Because it's designed to have a constant, like,
oh yeah,
flowing
yeah.
flowing group of members, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't talk about the game itself, but yes, it's definitely a game where your decisions, you can take your time making your decisions, but your decisions matter. And
Mm.
if that means that you hit the wrong combination of buttons because you forgot what, like, it's not intuitive at all, and there's no, like, "Are you sure?" thing,
Mm-hmm.
like, that's annoying. And I did have a few runs go bad because of one stupid thing that I did, and it's my fault. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that another player wouldn't be like get good, figure it out, quit being a moron. But it shouldn't, like, I didn't have that problem on PC. So to me, that tells me the port has something to answer for. But anyways, like I said, it wouldn't be so upsetting if it wasn't for the fact that I think it's a really good game. So it just really damaged the experience, and I was stuck in the middle of the fucking ocean, so I couldn't. I didn't have a backup.
Right.
It was unfortunate. So
Oh, ouch.
Anyway.
There was Did you play anything else?
not in the middle of the ocean, but I did play some. I played Frostpunk. We talked about that last month.
We talked a little bit about. You think you bought it during the podcast?
Yeah, that definitely. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you bought it and then decided not to buy it, and then bought it anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's because you sent me a code. You tricked me. You
That's
tricked
Oh,
me into
man.
buying it at a steep discount of like
Oh,
$4 off.
Yep, $4 off was all it took for Paul to be like, this is
I
fine.
mean, you could have sent him. Here's a code to make it for $4 additional. He'd be like, all right, well.
I just want to enter codes. It just sounds fun.
Right.
But yeah,
Roll them
Frostpunk.
dice.
Frostpunk. Let's see. That we talked about
Frostpunk.
what I played that for about 8 hours, it looks like.
Okay.
It is a cool game. It looks a lot prettier than I saw pictures of it when we were talking last month, and I was like, oh, this is cool. That game in motion, like actually running, looks really good.
It looks
like,
really good. I saw some
I
video
was
of it. Yeah.
very surprised because that's not what I thought I would take away from that game, was how good it looks. But it does. It looks really good. It's got a really cool aesthetic to it. We talked about what it was last month, so I won't go into detail there. But
Right.
it is a good one of those. I think I haven't played enough of it for me to make the complaint I'm about to make, but I'm going to make it anyways.
It's one of those. What I heard the term for this. Somewhere. I don't remember where I heard it. Despair simulator.
It definitely is sad.
Is that? I think I saw someone
Oh, it's
coin
so
that
good,
term.
though. It's so
Coin that
good,
term for
though.
like the banished games.
Oh my god.
I've heard the term survival management.
Yeah.
Sort of like
I
survival
think
horror.
I think Despair Simulator is a much better.
Yeah, I think those are both apt titles because the whole idea is no matter what you do, shit's gonna go sideways, and it's like, how do you manage that situation? Between decisions like on a macro scale and a micro scale, and then event type pop-up things.
Decision
really,
based.
yeah, really cool. Like what, like, are you gonna go authoritarian? Are you gonna go like real religious zealotry? I think it's a little bit lacking in options because what I just said are the two options. I feel like there should be an option that's not either of those.
But just in case no one listened to the previous podcast, it's a game basically where you're building up this last city on Earth, and you're building this community, trying to help people survive in this frozen world.
It's the Ice Age.
Yeah.
Coming again. Yeah, and there's a big generator, and it's almost like you're all gathering around this giant generator because it's humanity's last bastion of hope.
It's like it's a base building simulator, kind of.
It's a base builder.
Yeah.
You're in this crater, which is it looks really good, and there's a lot of cool tech, and like it's fun. My complaint with it is it's very scenario based, and
Okay.
I like that, but it hurts replayability for me. It also
There's only a couple different things.
there's
ways it
only
can go.
3 scenarios, right? Well, there's 3 separate scenarios available. One of them is the we found this engine and now we're going to try to figure shit out. And then they do kind of like the old RTS thing that I never really liked, where they just hand you like a hero character or something. Like they hand you a situation and say, here's a half, like it would be like you starting a game, Jimmy, and getting like 30 minutes in and then being like, here you go, Paul. I did some good stuff and I fucked some shit up, and good luck. See if you can do it.
Okay.
And then they throw in different objectives. They do that and they throw in different objectives. And that's that's the next scenario. And I'm like, I don't want to try to clean up someone else's mess. Like I wouldn't have done these things.
Right. Let me start from scratch.
Right. I like to do a city build. Like I would never play like SimCity and want to take one of the pre-built cities and try to save it from a disaster.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
I'd want to build a city and then if you wanted to throw disasters at it. But
Actually, that could be kind of fun though. Like the idea of like, okay, we've all got like city skylines or whatever. So Paul's going to play for like 3 in-game years or whatever, build the city up, and then pass the save on to Jimmy or me or somebody who
Yeah.
plays for 3 years.
That
And we
would be-
basically kind of go and see how fucking horrible we all are at these games.
That would be pretty. That would be pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Be like, Jimmy, what did you
That's
do?
it. We all do. We all have what's that newer one that came out?
City
Frostpunk.
City Skylines.
I think we all have city. I have it at least.
I have the base game, so that might be something fun to try.
Yeah.
We should think about that.
Do you have City Skylines?
I do. Seth bought it for me for Christmas.
Did he get you the Night and Day DLC? Because
It was just the regular, I think.
oh, it was
But I
better.
could- if we wanted to get a certain DLC, I'm sure I could pick it up.
Yeah, it adds a Night and
Does-
Day. Because
Does
the
it
sun
not
doesn't
show me
work.
if you have a game if you've never booted it up?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay, because it doesn't say you have it, but
Oh, I'm 99.9% sure I have it.
Yeah, I bought it for you for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm almost certain.
okay.
Uh, Unless I fuck something up. I don't
That
know.
would be a fucked up but kind of awesome thing to do. We should consider that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I've been looking for kind of an excuse to play that game, so that would be.
That would be a good one.
I just haven't really been in the mood. But if we were
Sounds
gonna do
like
something
you
like
just
that, that would totally get me in the mood to do something like that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make a lot of dick-shaped subdivisions.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh man, where did all these dicks come from?
Why is there a
so-
diarrhea river in the middle of town? now?
You know, you're gonna be really sorry though, because those dicks are.
You
gonna
should
run
watch-
efficient.
If you want to see a diarrhea river, you should watch the Robaz video on City Skylines. It's really good. But anyway,
Anyway,
Paul, are you going to continue to play Frostpunk, or did you kind of finish all the stuff with it? or-
I finished what I enjoyed. My only complaint I was in level against it, like I said, the whole issue, the scenario thing.
Mhm.
I've not unlocked a like random seed mode, and in those kind of games,
Okay.
that's my favorite thing. Would be like a fully like not fully random, but fully procedural. Like the map you start in the main game, where you're like, here's just a generator, figure it out. It's the same map no matter what.
Oh.
Same resources, same allocation of resources.
Everything's the same place. Everything's the same way.
even the things like there's a expedition thing you do where you send scouts out, and even that is the same. Like
Now here's my question on that. If you did everything the exact same way, would the scenario where you run into that robot you were telling me about happen at the same place at the same time?
I would run into the robot at the same place. Like I would always find
Wow,
the robot
even
in the same
that
place.
stuff is not randomized. It's
Right.
completely scripted.
even
Wow.
that is scripted, which is what I don't like. The game gives you the illusion of one of those kind of randomized like city builder event type things.
Uh-huh.
It's not.
Hmm.
There are random outcomes to things. Like in one game, I think maybe I want to say there's random outcomes because there's a game like at one point you run across a camp of Americans because
Mhm.
you're actually you're a UK citizen in this game.
Mhm.
But you run across a camp of Americans, and it's like, how do you want to approach them? And the options are either like avoid them, go try to talk to them, or attack them.
Kill them.
Right.
Jeez.
And I picked talk to them the first time.
Oh.
Sorry
What
about
happened?
that.
Somebody
I accidentally
okay?
hit my mic button.
Did you break your head?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
all right?
dead.
Is your nose
I'm
okay?
dead. There's nothing gonna happen to that thing. It's just rubber hanging on my face.
Oh boy.
Your nose is rubber.
Basically, that's what it feels like when I touch it.
Oh lord.
Oh my. So Frostpunk, you kind of done with it?
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of want to see. There's a one scenario that says coming soon, and you
Okay.
have to achieve certain goals in the previous scenario to unlock the next scenario. It's a
Mhm.
lot of gating that I'm like, I don't know why you're doing it like that. Like, I bought your fucking game. Let me just like if you have a random mode, let me fucking have it.
Hmm.
I don't know if they do.
Are there rumors that that's what's coming, or?
I have not checked into the rumors of what it is. It just says coming soon. It would be nice if it was like a random seed and like different events. Like make 100 events with different random outcomes, and then randomly populate. Like you only go through so many events in each time. Like I don't feel like that. I feel like if FTL can do that, like FTL had random, random events like that, and you'd run into situations and give the same answer in the same situation and get different results
Right.
because the alien was like, "No, I'm gonna fucking attack you," or the alien will be
There's
like,
20
"Sure."
different things that can factor in with random decisions based
Yeah,
on.
and
everything
then
that's
there's
going
literally
on.
at the end, there's probably really just an RNG number that's like, they decided to go ahead and smoke your ass, or
Right.
they decided to share their supplies with you. It doesn't have that, and I feel like that's like it's my fault for expecting
I feel like
it.
that's
'Cause
I think that's important for that type of game.
at no
I don't
point do they
know.
say they have it though. Like it's not like they're not like it's not a false pretense. It's just my own expectations that I'm applying to it.
I mean, that's what I expected the game would be. So I don't think you're you're in the wrong for expecting that.
Right. Yeah. No. It's really fun, and I think it would be great if they added that kind of like unlimited replayability sort of mode. Because that is what I want.
Right.
And then I played more Trails in the Sky. No one cares. I haven't beat it yet. Chapter
Okay.
6 is around the corner. There are 8
It's a long court case.
Right.
It's not Trials in the Sky.
The Sky Trials.
All right.
Harvey Birdman there.
Mm.
He's an attorney at law here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Seth, have you been playing anything besides Destiny?
I can't remember. I finished God of War before last week, right?
I think so, because you beat it in like a week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm pretty
because
sure I was
remember
the
on
only one who
Platinum
hadn't.
before that.
Because
Yeah.
you wanted to do a spoiler cast right then and there.
Yeah, I did. So
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
no, the other things that I have played are old and nobody wants to talk about them. So
Okay.
you know
Mike.
what old game I'm talking about. I don't even want to talk about them.
Is it Pokemon related?
No,
Is it Kingdom Farts related?
no.
Is
It
Final
is by
Fantasy
Square
Is it
Enix.
related?
Final
though.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Wait, you played 14? No, you played 11.
11. Yeah.
Why'd you do that? Tell me
let's
now.
not-
I'm
Explain to
not-
me on this
friend.
let's
explain to me on
not-
this podcast
Why
why you continue to suffer through this.
Because I'm a better friend than I should
Why
be.
don't you go and tell the people what your playtime in that game?
I am on the game right now, so I can pull up.
What?
playtime. Let's see.
See,
Current
here-
time.
I'm getting off this podcast.
he's beyond help.
pull
Like,
back
we
the
can't-
curtain.
All right.
See his dark secrets.
What's your playtime, Seth?
Hold on, I have to find it.
Okay, I'm
So
assuming
just
it's
move
not...
on, and when I find it, I'll.
No, we're until you fucking we're not.
Oh, we're done.
because
with
once
that.
you say this, we're done with this.
Okay.
Please report it in months. No,
Because-
years.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think-
assuming it's gonna get an hour count, so I'm getting ready to do the conversion.
Please report it in seconds.
Because
In
I don't
seconds.
guess you can. No, they took it out of the menu, so I have to talk to a Moogle. So I have to go.
Okay, yeah, go do that. Just
While
let
we
us
move
know.
on.
Just
Yeah.
let us know.
You have to talk to a Moogle
Anyway,
to know how long you've played this
so
game?
Mike, what did you
What?
play? Mike, what did you play?
Oh my god!
Mike, please. What
Oh,
did you
Jimmy.
play? What did you play besides Destiny?
I didn't play anything, man. I played Final Fantasy 11. The guy from
Oh,
Moogle,
yeah?
he's gonna teach me about how to jump or something. No.
You can't jump. Only Dragoons can jump in Final Fantasy 11.
What class did I play
Now
in 14?
everybody can jump now. You just type
Huh?
/jump and you jump.
Oh my god. Okay.
The future is now.
Oh my god. Okay. You played stuff besides Destiny, right?
Sure. You want me to talk about some of the stuff I played?
Sure.
You want to hear about the old game or the new game?
Old game first.
Old game first. Good. That's the one I can talk the most about. Have you heard of this series? Ubisoft makes it. It's called Rainbow Six.
Well, one of my favorite old series of all time.
Well, what if I told you the newest game is nothing like the old game?
I would say you're right because I've seen a lot of that game.
What
It's
if I
nothing
told
like the old
you-
games.
That's what I've been playing.
I would say I'd believe you because you've told me on several occasions. I was just got done playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, and you just take me at my word? Jimmy.
Yes, because
Thank
I'm.
you. I appreciate you as a friend
it's-
for that.
Yes.
No,
I
I've been playing
believe you.
some Rainbow Sixage,
Mhm.
as they like to call it in the community.
Yeah.
Because a
I
bunch
didn't
of
know that.
Yeah,
You're getting
no,
the inside scoop here.
I got that inside. Hey, trust me. I'm deep in this community, right?
Oh
Like,
my god,
go to YouTube,
you're a changed man.
type in Rainbow Six Siege pro players esports strats. I come up 3 times.
Nice.
Because
Did you have to quit and make a new character because people were getting too mad and wouldn't play with you?
Oh, absolutely. Every time I
Yeah.
would come into the game
Got
as
it.
Widowmaker, they would ban me on the spot.
Yeah.
No, so a bunch of coworkers really liked this game. So much
Mhm.
so that one of them said, "You should play with us." And I said, "I would not buy that game on PlayStation 4." And they said, "Okay." And they bought it for me anyways.
Oh, okay.
So I've been playing it there, and then I liked it enough that I went ahead and bought it on PC when it went on sale. But for those uninitiated, Rainbow Six Siege is a approximately 3-year-old game. I believe originally announced as Rainbow Six Patriots.
Yes.
Where it is.
Well, was it announced as that, or was that the rumored name?
I want to say it was one of the two. Patriots was a game that eventually became Siege. Whether or not it was ever an official name or not.
I mean, I
don't know,
remember
but
that Patriots name being thrown around. I just can't remember if it was the rumored title or if it was actually officially
I think
announced.
there was a video that came out for something called Patriots, and then they later said all of that gameplay got reworked into Siege because it was supposed to be about like terrorists in America or something.
I think it was supposed to be a real ass Rainbow Six game.
Yeah, a real ass Rainbow Six, totally. But
Okay.
yeah, this. Sorry, go ahead, Seth.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Let's finish the Rainbow Six.
Yeah,
Let's
Rainbow
finish Rainbow
Six.
Six.
That was
Okay. But no, it's a game that came out 3 years ago with a heavy multiplayer focus. There are single player components to this game, but it is like 9 missions of you versus terrorist bots, basically, that are more just learn the controls.
Just terrorist hunt, basically.
Kind of. So this game is interesting in terms of their terrorist hunt, because in Rainbow Six Vegas, from what I can remember, terrorist hunt was just as the name said. You loaded into a map, you hunted down terrorists, killed them all, you won. That still exists.
That's what it was in classic Rainbow Six as well.
Yeah, that's what that still exists in this mode. It's called Terrorist Hunt Classic. But now they also have the multiplayer objectives as game modes as well. In Terrorist Hunt. So you'll have like hostage defense, where you're defending a hostage versus waves of AI, or hostage extraction, same thing, but on the other side. And that really feels like these are the like multiplayer tutorials. And the single player component where you're kind of going through this stuff is definitely like, here's this character and here's their gimmick. Because if you haven't heard of Rainbow Six Siege, essentially think Overwatch, think a hero shooter where there are numerous characters. The base game, I believe, has 20, and they've done 18 more.
Is Ding Chavez in there?
Ding Chavez is not in there unless he is an Easter egg in the bio for like rookie or whatever. But
is this the first one without a Ding Chavez?
He might be in there somewhere.
He was always the super soldier. If you were playing Rainbow Six, you always picked Ding Chavez because he had the best stats.
It's entirely possible because this game was originally designed with the idea that you would unlock all of these characters through in-game play. At some point, they said, actually, fuck that. Unlocked all 20 of the base operators, and now you would just buy the DLC for the season pass guys, or you can use in-game money to unlock them. But as a result, they went from, oh, okay, you've maybe got 1 or 2 guys unlocked to here's all 20. Well, back when it was you have 1 or 2 guys, if somebody had picked the only characters you had to play a guy that had basically no special abilities. I think his name's Rookie or something. I forgot exactly, because there is a character just called Rook, and I get it confused with Far Cry all the time. But his special gimmick is that he has no ability, like no unique power or ability, but he has access to every gun in the game. So it's possible there might be in his bio that he's Ding Chavez. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Didn't look. But yeah, the basis of the game, it's an attack defend, where you alternate, and imagine Overwatch if you're familiar with Overwatch, but you could only pick half the characters depending on what role you were doing. If you were attacking, you have these heroes. If you're defending, you have these heroes. Every hero has a unique loadout, essentially. If you are a member of the FBI, you have access to these guns. If you're a member of Gigan, you have access to these guns. if you're a member of this other counter-terrorist agency.
Is it not Rainbow?
These guns. You are technically the Rainbow team because you are made up of everybody from these different organizations.
Okay.
And so the organization you're from mostly determines your loadout. You have a unique ability. For example, you might Ash is an FBI attacker who has a grenade launcher she can use to blow open surfaces from a distance.
No, Ash is a Pokemon trainer.
Ash is a Pokemon trainer. Gotta catch them all. And
I was really surprised about that crossover.
Thermite, for example, is a character who has a very special breaching charge. He can destroy fortified walls, so he's very important in the meta, because if you don't have somebody who can do that, the defending team can really force you in a choke point.
I had no idea that stuff was locked behind actual characters you picked.
Oh, all of it is, totally.
Wow.
There's one of the attackers is a guy named Glaz. His gimmick is that he's got a thermal scope. He can see through smoke, and it highlights other people because it's thermal. There's a guy called Fuse. His gimmick is that he can put a grenade launcher on destroyable walls and windows, and that shoots grenades in the room. Really fun to do on hostage because you'll kill your own hostage and lose, and your teammates will kill you, and it's great. And so forth. Defenders are the same way. Defenders all are unique.
Is it fun?
I'm having fun with it.
Okay.
This game, if there has ever been an argument for games as a service, as a viable model for video games, it is Rainbow Six Siege. Because this game launched and was abandoned almost instantly. Because at launch, again, with the character thing, for example, if I went, I'm going to unlock this character, his power sounds unique. Oh, everyone else on my team did too, and that guy got to him first. Guess I'm playing the guy with no power this round. Or I got to him first. Someone on my team killed me because they're mad at me and they vote to kick me so they could play him next round. Because that's also a thing.
It sounds like the problem that Evolved had.
Yes, absolutely. But not only that, like the original design for the heroes, like balance was really bad in terms of guns and stuff. The original design for the heroes, because you're defending objectives. If you're defending objectives. So how do we do that? Okay, well, you're really good at sitting in this corner with a shotgun. What the community now calls anchoring, being on the point, defending on the point, being an anchor for the team, was essentially everybody's role. Which means that if you were defending, you spawned in, you put up some fake walls, you reinforced a door or two, and then you just waited. You just sat and waited. Now they've realized that's really boring, actually. So now there are like flankers and characters that are really good at you get up on windows and you peek out and try to get some shots off while the attackers are coming up getting ready, or you kind of roam around the map still inside the structure, the house, the bank, the whatever you're in, but can catch people off guards on weird angles. And there are still anchors, and anchors are still great to have on a team. You still want somebody on the point to defend it. But the hero design got diversified in a really interesting way.
This is super interesting. I had no idea it was like this.
Oh, totally. And I'm reading some stuff from the community as I was getting to know the game and stuff. Apparently, somewhere around year 1, year 2, they started taking a lot of cues from the way CS:GO works, and how that multiplayer kind of flows, and made some changes to the gun balance and stuff in that direction, which people really like. And it really kind of feels like that. I've played a little bit of Counter-Strike Go, and I played a little bit of Counter-Strike Source. And it really has that, I got shot in the head once, I'm just dead.
No 1.6?
No 1.6.
Good.
1.6 for life.
Source is better.
I have no strong opinions on Counter-Strike in any way.
Source is better, and the game overall is trash.
Hey, I know 2 things about Counter-Strike. One, that sniper is strong.
Yeah.
And 2, DE Dust is the only map they've ever made.
Yep.
Except for Office. I saw that once. I saw Office once. But no, so there's a lot of that in this multiplayer, and that's really interesting, especially with the combination. So it makes gunfights are super tense, because if you get shot in the head, you're pretty much dead. There's very few characters who can survive more than one headshot.
So that's why I'm glad that's still in there, because that's always been a staple.
And there are certain defenders.
One hit, basically one or 2 hit kills.
Yeah. And there are certain defenders, there's a character called Rook, I think I mentioned him earlier, on the defender team. His gimmick is that he can put down a body plate. It's body armor. It reduces damage to your body a little bit, but more importantly, if you are killed, quote unquote, by damage to anywhere but your head, instead of dying, instead of going straight to death, even if it does like triple your health, you always go to a down but not out state to be revived, because that's a mechanic in the game. So what that means is, if you're playing on attack and they have a rook on the other team, you should always be going for headshots, but now you always have to go for headshots because you're guaranteed to not kill them unless you headshot them or finish them off when they're down. And it's a lot of stuff like
explosives.
Even that won't. Even if you go down, like even if you hit somebody with an explosive, they're at 1 HP, and you hit them with a 100 damage bomb or something, or a grenade launcher, they still just go down.
What if the explosion hits their head?
It's totally changed to like a hero makeup at that point.
Right. It's if
his perk.
If it nails a headshot, or if it happens to hit twice, if it hits you while you're going down, then that'll still kill. But the attack that puts you over, if it's not a headshot and not flagged as one, you just go down but not out. And there's a lot of characters that will change your team makeup. There's a lot of picks and counter picks. Although in casual, and I believe in ranked currently, there's no real good way to know who's picking what outside of just knowing the general meta for the maps and stuff. Which, coming in 3 years late, the biggest hurdle I've had with this game is people know these maps so well. It's really difficult, because another gimmick in this game is that the maps are all super destructible. If the doors or floors are made of wood, you can shoot through it and probably walk through it eventually. If they've got metal reinforcements, you can shoot through it, see through it, but can't walk through it. If they're made of metal or concrete, you can't get through it at all.
It's really a shame they couldn't nail down some kind of RNG based
level stuff,
randomizer.
Right. I mean, that could be cool, and that's definitely a different skill set. I also appreciate the idea of like, for competitive, we want the maps to be the maps, so you can learn them and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've been bouncing back and forth between PS4 and PC, mostly just because, as people will tell you if you get into this game, and this is the thing, this is kind of the reason why I haven't recommended it to you, Jimmy. I think you and I would have some fun in it, but everything I've seen from people that are like, hey, if you're getting into the game now, it's still great. It's still a first-person shooter. As long as you can click heads, you'll do fine. But you will lose a lot of matches as you come to learn the maps. Because, like I said, that
doesn't sound very fun.
If someone on the other team has been playing for, let's just say, longer than you, because it could be any amount of time longer, and they know that this wall is destructible and this wall is not, and people tend to sit on this side.
Right.
I can take my shotgun
where people tend to go.
Right.
And,
I can pop a murder hole here, see if you're in there, and if you are, aim my gun at the other side of the room where you are behind the wall, and just blow you through the wall, like blow you up to the wall, not blow you through the wall. That's a different thing.
It sounds very much like the recommendation is, you should just get it on Rainbow Six Siege 2.
I don't know if they're going to do it too, though. Because that's the thing with the mention I said, like, as the games of service model, they sold enough with that year one stuff, and they made enough changes. They were able to do a year two, and then now they're doing a year three. We're in the middle. I believe we're about to start season 3 of year 2. They break the years down into, I think, 4 seasons when they drop 2 operators and a new map. And so I could totally see them just being like, maybe in 3 years we do a Rainbow Six Siege 2, or maybe when eventually we notice player counts are not increasing, because every year more people are playing this game. I could see
it's
maybe
been growing.
Too.
It's been growing for a while.
But honestly, I think the recommendation here, and this goes for you, Jimmy, as well as future Seth, our only listener. If you have friends to play it with, if you have people who will either help you learn, or if you are okay with losing and they are okay losing with you as you learn, pick it up. Have some fun. Get it on sale. If you only want to do the terrorist hunt stuff, that stuff is in there. That stuff is fun. I had a lot of fun playing terrorist hunt on the realistic difficulty setting, because I did a couple matches at that actual difficulty, and it was really engaging, and I had to think about things in a different way, and I actually had to worry about stuff. I played a lot of matches on normal, as people like to warm up before they go into multiplayer, and one person can just roam the map and kill all of the spawns. It was nothing. Playing terrorist hunt on normal was so easy. At one point, I walled myself into a cubby hole and just looked at the cameras, because that's another thing too, is the defenders have access to a camera system, so even if you die, you can still be helpful to the team by spotting people and calling them out or marking them, which is actually really great as someone who's learning the game. Is I'm like, okay, I'm learning where the cameras are, so when I'm attacking and it'll blow them up. And even though I died 15 seconds into this round because I went to the wrong window and got shot at by the attackers, I can still be like, hey, there's a guy coming up these stairs. Hey, they blew up the camera in the basement. They're probably down there. You know, I can still be helpful to the team. And I think that's really neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's I can see why this game is growing, because they're making a lot of really smart changes to it. And they've definitely, it's the only game of this style, this super quick time to kill, and kind of super realistic gunfights that I am really playing. And I think it's really fun.
All right.
But that's not the only thing I've been playing.
So you played something else.
That's right.
Not very long though, right?
Not for very long. Detroit became human. Not became.
Detroit became a human.
Detroit became a human with RoboCop. Detroit Become Human was a game released yesterday, the day we're recording it.
Yes.
And I've got to put about an hour and a half or so into that game. I went through like the first 4 chapters. It's a David Cage game, for better or worse. I suspect we'll have more to say on this thing after, because you're playing it as well, I believe, right?
I put it in and did the initial setup. I have not actually played it yet.
Okay, but you're closer than anyone else on this podcast, because
yes, I intend to play it some this weekend.
Yeah, Seth and Paul, you guys aren't going to touch this thing, right?
And not likely.
Yeah. So I suspect
hated it since E3 last year.
Wow. You don't like robots, or you don't like talking?
No, it was just, to me, it was the most boring thing at E3, and it made me never want to do it. And for some reason, my stream glitched, and I had to watch the segment of it twice, so I hated it even more.
I don't think that was. I think they were showing off a different dialogue choice.
I don't know.
Was it? Did they show off 2 versions of the rooftop thing?
I think they showed off 2 versions of the rooftop
Did they?
thing. But anyways, yeah, I suspect we'll have some stuff to talk about that next month after we've beaten it. I hear it's like a 10-12 hour game or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, definitely getting into that. That's going to be fun. Or it'll be terrible. Or it'll be both. It can be fun and bad.
Yeah, who knows? Jason!
Sean!
Anyway.
Oh, before we move on though, Jimmy. Not
Yes.
to interrupt, not to steal the wheels of the podcast away from you.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear one thing from Seth.
What?
The hour
What
count,
did
yeah.
the Moogle tell you?
Okay. It was less than I thought, but I'm not going to say it out loud here. I'll post it on Discord.
You gotta say it out loud.
What?
What?
This is an audio. This is an audio medium.
100% sure what just got posted. My total play time.
Where did you post it?
Seth.
Good God.
My total play time.
Where does it say?
Right at the bottom.
Seth. Computers have print screen, buddy. You don't have to take a picture of the screen with your phone.
Is that 1094?
1094.
Oh, Seth.
For those of you at home who don't have access to our Discord chat,
That is 2 I'm just gonna round it up because it's 997. That is 3 years of playtime.
Yeah.
That is 3 years of your life you have spent inside of that game.
1,094 days, 5 hours, 55 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Seth.
That is how long my character has been online. Total.
Now, how much of that do you think has been spent botting?
I mean, I never really botted until Thomas picked up my character and started botting in the last year or so. So
Okay.
maybe 200 hours of that.
Oh, fuck me. Seth,
Yes, sir, Jimmy.
please turn that game off and never get on it again.
But I've got
Wow.
friends playing it.
Yeah, but friends aren't friends if they're making you play Final Fantasy 11.
Seth, it's your duty to get your friends out of that game. You
I
have
have
to uplift
tried.
them.
That game came out in 2003.
Tell them to play Elder Scrolls Online. That's also trash, but at least it's newer trash.
Yeah. Although I've heard it's gotten better.
Have they put Skyrim in it yet? Bethesda
Don't-
announcement this year.
Don't spoil E E3.
Jeez.
Anyway, besides Destiny, I platinumed God of War.
Oh, congrats.
Best game.
It's really good.
Did you beat the Harpies or the Valkyries on easy?
I did change it to easy to do the Valkyries because I just wanted the trophy. I didn't really care about making it too hard on myself. The only one that was even remotely difficult at that point was the last one. And even that one only took me a couple tries.
All I can tell you about the entire game is if you don't have it yet and you own a PlayStation, stop listening to the podcast
a PlayStation
right
4,
now.
not a
Yes.
PlayStation.
Yes, a PS4.
It will not
Get a
run on a
PS1.
PlayStation. It will not run.
Get
But
a
anyway,
Even the
compatible.
old God of War, will run on a PlayStation.
They all knew what I meant, Jimmy.
Seth's the only one that listens, Jimmy.
Future Seth, don't buy a PlayStation for God of
But
War. Buy a
anyways,
PlayStation 4.
And since this doesn't apply to future stuff, it doesn't matter. But really, if you don't have this game, go buy this game.
It's
Right.
good. Go buy a PS4 and play this game.
Right.
I would even
completely
say
it
that.
justifies a PS4.
It's really good.
Get a PS4,
Um,
get God of War, play Persona 5.
Yeah.
See,
As the king of
got me
See the
Persona,
back.
best of both worlds.
as the king of Persona,
Forever may he reign.
I don't know if I can. Yes, it was in my top 5, but is that because I felt like I was a hostage?
You're the king. Kings can't be held hostage.
I don't know. Sure, I mean, if you hate yourself, yeah.
I have to. I need a break.
Okay, we're gonna take a break because Paul needs to take a little.
Need a break.
Little, he's gotta go make a poopy. Is it a poopy?
Is it a pee-pee?
Is it
He's
pee-pee?
already gone. Like,
He's gone already.
dinner
I'm
went
gonna-
straight through him.
I'm gonna assume that Paul pooped his pants.
Oh no.
That's
not
what we're
again.
going with.
So we'll be right back as he cleans himself up. All right, well, we're back.
Paul's all clean now.
After Paul
Crisis
took
averted.
some time to clean himself up.
Oh, it was everywhere.
Oh man.
Took the Browns to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
somebody had to.
I would say nobody else has. So last year around this time, we did some predictions for the E3 convention.
Y'all did. Y'all weren't my friends yet.
Seth wasn't a super special forever guest yet. He was just an occasional special guest at that point.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, my first show was the show after the E3.
was it the show after E3?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you bring predictions to that?
I think what you asked me what I had predicted, and it was kind of hard to make predictions after everything's come up type thing. But yeah, we did talk about it.
Okay, well.
This year I have predictions,
Oh,
though.
that was loud. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Jeez.
I got excited.
Get excited about those predictions. Okay.
You ever just feel like I'm
Oh, Seth, please. Seth, please.
Just
Can't
edit
afford
that.
buddy.
Please. So here's what we're gonna do. So like last year, we're gonna go one at a time and name prediction we have. We're gonna give 5 each. But Paul had the idea. I didn't think about this to reiterate the predictions we had last year.
Oh, good.
I think it'd be kind of
That
fun.
idea.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Was that Paul's idea or was that
Anyway.
Seth's idea? I don't know. Who
Those
gives,
Paul's.
who
It
gives a
was
shit?
my.
It was
I
Paul's
wanted to
idea.
make sure
So
I
here we
could
go.
Publicly be
I was
embarrassed.
gonna say,
Um,
are we supposed to remember these? Because I don't.
No, I have them all right here.
Okay, good.
I had a document with them. I'm using the document I used to rate win or lose because there is not a whole lot of green on here, but a whole lot of
Oh
red.
right, I won this contest.
You won it with two.
Yeah, because I know video games.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go through the list. Let's see. So first was me. I had that a new Metroid game will be announced for Switch. That was the only one I got right.
Which
I-
we didn't really see coming. That was a out of left field.
That was my
Hail Mary.
that was my Hail Mary for what I wanted, and I got it, and I was so happy. Don't even care if it's good or bad. I was happy in the moment. It was worth it. Let's see. Next was that Sony will announce a new handheld.
That happened, right?
Yeah, the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 will get a release date. Ooh.
Oh.
D or 4. We will see a new Death Stranding trailer featuring another famous actor. And 5. We will see something about the new Batman reboot from Rocksteady. Only that first one was true. Paul went 0 for 5.
Booyah.
Number 1, EA conference. At the EA conference, after they show Battlefront 2, they will show Visceral, Amy Hennig's Star Wars game.
That guy.
There will be a trailer, an idea of the story, and a release date of spring 2018.
It was real close.
Oh,
Number 2, Microsoft
nailed it.
conference. At the Microsoft conference, Square Enix will show up and announce the next Tomb Raider. It'll be another timed exclusive deal, and it will somehow be featured with Scorpio. Number 3, at the Sony conference, a trailer will be shown for Shenmue 3. No release date, but might throw 2018 out there. Number 4, Nintendo will announce Animal Crossing for the Switch. A full Animal Crossing, not a weird spin-off title like the mobile version I'm assuming you meant there. Spring 2018. Number
I meant,
5.
like, the board game and the
Like the clothing game and stuff?
clothing, the designer. And
Gotcha.
That wasn't a bad thought. I kind of thought that one would have played through as well.
Number 5, Nintendo will announce their virtual console strategy, and it'll be universally hated. They will announce GameCube games for the virtual console.
I want to point out that 2 of my predictions were just a year off, basically.
right. You were right. You just had the wrong month.
They might announce Metroid Prime as the first game for this. I think it will be require a subscription to buy virtual console games. Okay. Michaelis.
So close.
That's
So
me,
close.
the winner.
Michaelis, number 1, Microsoft press conference. You will see gameplay of Crackdown 3, and they won't mention the words "the cloud" once. That was correct. They will not talk about Hitman Season 2 at E3. That was correct. Number 3, Nintendo will announce, but not available this year. Oh, wait. How did this is weirdly worded. Oh, hold on. Nintendo will announce, and not available this year, but next year there will be another version of the Switch available in maybe March. It will be smaller, almost phone-sized, that uses virtual buttons that can sync but you can sync a Joy-Con to it. It will be marketed for kids, slightly stronger, will be at $50 less, will play full Switch library. Nope.
That's close. They are doing portable only Switches in Japan now. Well, they are selling Switches without a dock, I should
Without
say.
a dock, yeah. Number 4, there will be a multiplayer trailer for The Last of Us 2. Multiplayer mode will have Facebook integration. I forgot about this. PUBG style multiplayer, so a battle royale. This might still actually happen.
I was gonna say finish the prediction, but I might just all my bets ride here.
We'll tie into the zombie thing. Maybe Sony Ben tie-in. Everyone in lobby will be one of your Facebook friends. Whenever you get killed in this game, that friend of yours that got killed, their name will appear in that zombie game as
I
they
think
will
That was
reveal.
Days Gone, I think.
Yes, it was the Sony Ben game, Days Gone.
Yeah.
As they will reveal that both of these games are in the same universe. And if this was true, you were going to get a bonus point.
Because it was insane.
Yes.
It was 7 predictions in one.
um, apparently you have 6 of them. Oh, okay. 5. Sony will announce exclusives for Destiny 2, and it will be later announced that the footage shown was on PC. Scorpio will be the best place to play it on console, and PC the best place to play in general. Game will probably have frame rate issues on PS4, and if you're not on a Pro, it will hold 30 FPS. I mean, that was partly.
Like I say, I feel like half of that was true.
You got the. I feel like maybe a fourth of it was true.
I mean,
well, I think a lot of this hinged on whether they were going to announce some of the stuff too, right?
yeah.
They were going to say that Scorpio was best, but
But they didn't.
Yeah.
They technically said that footage being shown was PC, but it was real small text in a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The game couldn't even do 30 on PlayStation 4 Pro in certain situations.
Yeah. Ooh.
So.
And then you had a bonus one, but you weren't going to get any points for it. That's what the notes say. Immediately after Death Stranding trailer, someone from Konami will come out and announce Metal Gear Revengeance 2. Okay. And Jason, who used to be on the podcast, you want me to give his?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that these are Seth's old predictions.
Seth's old predictions, but actually Jason, former member of Video Games.
R.I.P.
He said that R2-D2 will be shown at the Sony press conference. He said that Bayonetta 3 will be announced. He was close. Just not at E3. He said Call of Duty World War II War on Trump will be announced. Man. He's just ahead of his time.
It's just 1 year off on all these.
Bethesda announced a remake of Morrowind or a Morrowind expansion.
He had the wrong Elder Scrolls game there.
Right. And that Gran Turismo Sport will be announced, and maybe there would be a demo. Man, 1 year later, Jason probably would have won. Yeah, wow. Look at that. All right. So let's get into this year, 2018 E3 predictions. How do we want to do the order here? Do we want to do alphabetical? Do we want to do
Winner goes first?
Okay.
Winner goes first. Okay.
So
Well, then who goes last?
I guess the loser goes last. So I guess Paul will go last.
I go last.
So I got one correct. So I'll go after Mike, I guess.
Okay.
Where does Seth?
Seth will be before you because he didn't lose.
Seth gets a bye this round. And he just goes straight to the semifinals.
So we're gonna do 5 predictions each, and then we'll just name one at a time as we go. We'll do it just like last year. Okay, so Mike, number 1.
Actually, Paul, I think going first is really advantageous because if I steal people's predictions,
well, that's what you get for winning.
Right. Okay.
Right, you get an advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Prediction 1: there will be a lot of battle royale style.
Oh, come
multiplayer games.
That's a very vague.
That's a free
Come
point.
on.
I am establishing a free point in the bingo square. This is for everyone because I think we've all said this over the last couple months. There will be
that is the E3 prediction.
Yes,
what is an actual prediction from you? That does no.
100 battle royale games drop into Los Angeles, and only one comes out.
We should have a separate thing for this. Everybody should pick a number that we realistically think, and whoever gets closest gets something. Like,
what do they get?
I don't know.
A virtual pat on the back.
A virtual pat on the back.
You know what they get? They get a page out of Paul's book.
Okay.
Seth will never send them a picture of his nose again.
Right.
It's weird nose. Okay, here's my prediction.
Okay.
At Sony, prediction number 1. At Sony, we will get a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer and a release date.
You fuck off.
A Kingdom Hearts trailer and what?
Trailer and release date.
Okay.
Well, I've got to go find something else.
Okay. All right. At Sony. Okay, that's very specific.
That's a free point.
Are you? Wait. Kingdom Hearts isn't going to be. You don't think it's going to be?
You're
on
saying
console,
it's going
right?
to be at Sony?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Square has their own console.
That's going to be it. Yeah, that's at Square Enix.
I think we will get a trailer and a release date at Sony.
You think that's
Right.
where the announcement is going to happen? Just want to be clear.
Well, then we're okay.
Yeah, I think
Then
I
I
think
Seth, if you're thinking
can
something
keep your
else, then you
You
can
say,
still.
I am.
Okay.
I think we will see Kingdom Hearts footage at Square's conference, but we will not get a date. We will
Whose
get the date at
conference is
Sony.
first?
Oh, let's see.
Sony.
Square's. Sony's is
Is it?
9 o'clock. Sony's is 9 o'clock on Monday Eastern, typically.
Hmm.
and then I think after Sony, the only one that goes is Nintendo that Tuesday morning.
For their Treehouse of Horrors or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's number one for Mike. My first one. The Destiny 2 expansion will be revealed at the Sony conference.
That's kind of a free. You got a name.
And I can't come up with a fucking name. You kidding me?
I got a name for you. Destiny 2, it's Destiny 1 again. Take back Earth. Independence Day.
I mean, if you
That's
don't
fine.
if you don't think it's fair, I have extra.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Seth.
Okay, well, pretty much same as Mike's, but it's going to be at Square Enix. They're going to have a big segment on Kingdom Hearts 3 at Square Enix's.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to announce release date there?
Oh yes, we're
Okay.
getting a release.
I think that was where you guys were
Yeah, like-
disagreeing. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause that's
it's
what- That's
it's
what I meant.
100% happening, but basically we're arguing about where it's happening.
Well, we know it's happening
Yeah.
because they said it was happening, but
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I mean, that game. Who knows if it's actually?
I would
happening.
say it's going to be at Square Enix.
They've said
because I don't think they have a whole lot more to talk about. To
Final
be
Fantasy 7,
yeah, I
Final
know.
Fantasy
Well,
14,
Let's not.
Final
No, let's
Fantasy
stop.
11 mobile.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
These
They got
might be
plenty of
going into
announced
people's
projects.
predictions. Let's
Just
not.
saying. Prediction
Okay.
2. They're going to
Oh,
announce
no,
a
but
release date at
Paul-
Square Enix, and they're going
Paul-
to announce a different release date at Sony. They're going to delay it in those 8
and
hours.
they're going to have 2
Oh
years
my
apart.
god! Wow.
Sorry, next for the real
Paul?
predictions.
Paul,
Oh,
prediction
it's my-
one.
Paul's turn. Prediction one. I'm gonna say that Pokemon Switch will get a teaser trailer at the show,
Okay.
and it will reveal. It won't reveal much actual information. It'll tell you to please be excited for more information to come. But it'll show what the engine will look like basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it will look like a reboot. Like it'll be a
You think it's gonna be a complete reboot?
it'll be like the first one. Like it'll be Kanto. Yeah, Kanto. Is that
Oh,
right,
okay.
Seth?
Yeah, I think it's
That's-
Kanto.
check me.
Kanto is the first region.
I think it'll be Kanto. I don't think they're gonna come out and say that necessarily, but I think that's what it's gonna look like.
Okay.
God, I hope it's all of them. Game. Kanto, Johto,
Super
Hoenn.
hope it's
You
not.
know-
That's
you know what-
way
you know
too
what,
fucking
Mike?
much.
Mike,
Mhm.
I will take it a step further. I will say they'll show a full fucking trailer for that expansion.
Okay.
If to be more specific. I think we're gonna get the full ons. I think we're gonna get everything about it.
Okay.
So let me write that down. Okay. Mike, your second one?
Okay. I just had it and I forgot it. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, I got it. My second prediction, Cyberpunk 2020 will get a trailer, a release
it-
date.
Isn't it
Sorry,
2077.
2077. Yeah, I get it confused with the role-playing game. Like the tabletop role-playing game. Cyberpunk 2077 will get a trailer, a release date, and will have some form of console exclusivity, be it DLC, mission, pre-order bonus, something, on the Xbox One.
On the
Mm.
Xbox.
Yeah, it'll show at Microsoft, and that's where they will announce some form of exclusivity,
Wow.
probably in the form of a pre-order mission or early DLC.
Okay, that's bold. Okay.
Any guess on the release date? Is that part of your prediction or no?
I wouldn't say I'm not super confident on this. I'd say probably spring next year.
Spring next year?
Yeah.
Delayed to holiday next year, but not
Probably.
until later.
Yeah, delayed at the beginning of next year.
Let's see. Tell me if this one's fair or not, because I think it's still left field.
Okay.
I think we will have big news regarding the Final Fantasy VII remake.
What would you classify big news as?
To me, that's still really vague.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
good news,
I mean, to me,
bad
I think
news?
it's more likely that it's not even going to be there. That's why I was.
I'll be honest, that was my one that things I know aren't going to happen, but I wish would happen. Just anything. Like, I expect something from it.
You know what? You know, I think
Like-
okay. I think we'll see a new trailer for the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they will clear up whether or not it's going to be episodic or one game.
That would be not, dude. That if we get that, that's all I could ask for. That would be enough.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's left field and it's not going to
Okay.
happen. So
Yeah,
it's
I think-
not
I think-
like-
and you didn't say what you think you're actually going to say, but
I
You're
think
not stealing
I
a
think
point
we're gonna
there.
I think we'll get a brand new trailer for the game, and I think they'll clear up. I think they're gonna clear up some information on the game, give some real direction in terms of where it's headed, and I think they will clarify whether or not it's going to actually be episodic or just one game.
okay.
All right, number 2, Seth.
Okay, my next one is I think at the Microsoft conference they're gonna have to have a big exclusive title coming out within the next year. I'm thinking it's the next Gears of War game. I think they are definitely losing the exclusive games race, and I think they're gonna want one for the Xbox One, and I think Gears of War might be
Should
what
be a
they-
Halo year, shouldn't
It
it?
should be a Halo.
It-
game.
I mean, Halo 6 is definitely.
It's my next prediction. Don't talk about Halo.
I mean, well,
Yeah, let's-
basically, me and
okay.
Mike are going to argue if it's Gears of War or Halo.
Gears of
6,
Halo?
but I
There you go.
definitely think that
Man, you and Mike are going head to head a lot.
Microsoft has to have a big exclusive game come out this year. It's they
Hey,
lose in that race.
One of my predictions may have to do with this, and it may be different from your guys'.
I mean, that's just where it's at. So I'm going to say the exclusive for Microsoft is Gears of War. We'll see.
Okay, so Paul.
Okay. My next prediction is probably wrong, along with all my other predictions. But I'm gonna go for it. Not very. Rockstar doesn't usually show up to this show, but I
Wait, who?
think
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Oh, Rockstar.
They don't. They don't usually come. No, I think they're gonna have Red Dead 2 there. I think it's gonna
Wow.
I think it's gonna show up at the Microsoft conference.
Microsoft. What?
I think Microsoft's going to have some, not obviously not exclusive, but I think they're going to have some kind of they're going to detail the online mode that's been. Have they said outright that there's an online mode, or
I
is it just?
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they've
I think
talked
they're
about
gonna-
it.
The first game had one.
Right. The first game had one, and GTA 5 prints money with it. So
Mhm.
I think that they're going to have some kind of a partnership with Xbox, similar to your thing with Cyberpunk,
Okay.
where it's going to not necessarily have exclusive content, but early content or something of that nature to the online. Like they'll detail the online and they'll do that, and they'll show a trailer.
Okay.
Somehow Microsoft pays Rockstar lots of money to do something stupid. That's kind of the gist of my prediction.
Okay. Michaelis.
Okay. Now this one is a two-parter.
Okay.
Only because I feel so confident in the first half, I don't feel it's fair.
You
Okay.
have to shoot yourself in the foot with the second half.
Yes.
Oh my! You're not gonna.
My-
You're, okay. Go ahead.
Microsoft will announce and reveal Halo 5.
5. Oh, okay.
Wait, 6.
So, yeah, I was about to say, oh,
6.
you go ahead there.
Good for them.
Announce and reveal Halo 6 for the
Mhm.
Xbox One S or X, and for not PlayStation, and for personal computer, the Windows 10 store. It'll be a cross-play game. It'll be on Games Pass at launch. It'll be out this November.
This November. Wow.
It'll have cross-platform play.
Okay.
This is the first half. They are going to announce, reveal, announce, show, give the release date of this year, all the PC stuff. I am so confident in all of that. I am also going to add on that they are also going to reveal, or they're going to show Crackdown 3 footage. It's going to be a live multiplayer demo.
Uh huh.
They're going to start off with it seeming like a single player demo, then pull out to slowly reveal that there are 3 or 4 other agents or however many people can play that game's multiplayer.
Oh, they're including a demo of Halo 6.
A
Halo
Oh,
demo,
not
beta.
again.
Oh, do it!
Not again.
and that game will get a release date of September this year.
And they'll have the demo for Halo
they'll have a
6.
Halo
in it?
6.
They'll have
multiplayer
the
beta.
Halo 6 multiplayer beta.
That
Oh,
would
that
be,
would be so
on the
good.
nose.
That'd be so good.
hmm
Okay.
Was that really part of your prediction? The Halo 6?
It wasn't originally, but as soon as you guys said it, I was like, "Oh, it has to be. It's too good." That's where I'll get shot in the foot, though. I am so confident in
Probably.
those other two. I feel like both those things are going to happen. But
September's pretty specific too.
September for I am very.
I mean, I'm not
confident.
saying that's not probably good guess, but
I'm very confident in September for Crackdown and November for Halo.
Okay. My next prediction. At some point during Sony's conference, there will be a PlayStation 6 symbol show up on the screen.
Like as everything's fading away, I can
And
see
not
that.
I'm not even like they are going to show a symbol for PlayStation 6.
You mean
what? They're skipping a generation.
5?
5, yes.
Yeah.
5.
No, this one exclusively plays Halo.
Yeah. No, at some point during Sony's conference, we will see a logo for PlayStation 6 or 5. Damn it. PlayStation 5.
Okay, that's
Okay.
gutsy, but I mean, how far into this generation? What year did the PS4 first come
It's
out?
this is
There's
the,
already
this is
been
the
rumors about
they've
it.
been
You're right.
they're saying it's 2 years out.
Yeah. So
I think this is the year that they hint at it, and next year they go full on.
And to answer you, Seth, November 15th, 2013.
okay.
For what?
Yeah, it's
The PlayStation 4 release date.
Oh, 2013. Okay. So Seth.
as for a new title that I think Nintendo is gonna release some type of info on a new Star Fox game for the Switch.
They
It'll
already...
be a racing game, a
Oh
kart
no, that
a
racing
kart
game.
racer.
I don't know if it's going to be a racing game or it's going to be an adventure game, kind of like that dinosaur one they did on the GameCube. I don't know
God.
what they're going to do, but I feel like we're getting a new Star Fox game from Nintendo.
I feel like
this
we
year.
just had one and it bombed.
The Wii U
When?
one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't get a Wii.
It was
Nobody
Star.
got a
What
Wii.
was it? It was Star Fox. What was
Point
the subtitle? I don't remember. But yeah, it did not look good and it didn't
Zero.
do well. Star Fox Zero. Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think
I mean, I
Star
can still
Fox.
see it. I can still see it. You know what? I could see them bringing Zero to Switch.
yeah.
Why not, right? I mean, fuck. Tropical Freeze outsold the Wii U version within what, a week?
Oh, like a week, yeah.
Fuck me, man. Okay, Paul.
My turn again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think so. Do you know what Shadows Die Twice is? You remember that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Shadows Die Twice is what the internet's calling the teaser trailer that
Oh, that thing from?
from
Oh, okay.
the makers of Dark Souls. and
That
Demon
name
Souls
makes
and-
sense now. Okay.
Yeah. So I think Shadows Die Twice is not Bloodborne 2.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
That was mine.
Really.
You think
yeah.
it's not Bloodborne 2?
I don't think it's Bloodborne 2. I think we're going to find out what it is, and I think it's not going to be Bloodborne 2. And if you want to ruin this guess for me, I'm going to go ahead and add on. I think that the rumors about Tenchu are going to be true, and it's going to be a Tenchu game.
Really?
I know, but I feel like that's probably wrong. Mainly because Sucker Punch is working on that weird Ronin ninja game. So it'd be weird to have two of those, but
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Yep. I'm adding stuff so I can not get any points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last prediction, Mike.
Okay, this is another Sony prediction.
Okay.
So sorry, Nintendo.
Oh, we're only doing. Is this 5 already? Or is this 4? I've only said 3 things.
This should be number 4. I
Okay,
think.
so we're only doing 4.
No, we're doing 5.
You
Oh.
just told him last.
You just said it was my last
prediction.
Don't
That's why
listen to
Paul-
me. I'm high.
No, that's the winner's disadvantage. You only get 4 chances.
Yeah, the
for
winner only
points.
gets 4. No. Yeah, I don't know why I said I don't know.
You're like, this bullshit needs to stop.
No.
No. Okay, so another Sony prediction. Death Stranding will have a trailer and shit. Not my prediction. They're gonna show more on Death Stranding. Fine,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, they've already said they're going to.
Game gets a release date.
Oh.
It is fall. Oh, it is fall next year, and it is announced as the first PlayStation 5 launch title.
You piece of shit.
It is going to be on both PS4 and PS5.
You guys are crazy.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's going to
Getting
bridge
ambitious
that
this year.
gap. It's going to bridge that gap, and to just completely take this prediction and sink it into the ground. To just the PlayStation 5 will not come out until a year after Death Stranding does.
What?
Making it the first PlayStation 5 game on the market that you cannot play for a year.
So we had made the joke the other night that Death Stranding was going to be a launch title.
Was going to be a launch title for PS5.
PS5.
I thought about that prediction a lot at work today, and I was like, if I was Hideo Kojima and I could release a PlayStation 5 game a year before the console was released, would I? Yes.
Wait, no. If it was really a Kojima game, only half the game could be played on the PlayStations.
Well, my original idea was you would buy the game, it would be in a PlayStation 4 case, you would take it home, you would open it, it would be a PlayStation 5 logo on the disc,
Oh my
and
god.
the inside case, the reversible cover
No.
is the PlayStation 5 logo where the PlayStation 4 logo should go, and it doesn't work in the PlayStation 4.
No. Halfway through the game, it says, please insert the PlayStation 5 to continue.
Oh, yes. Can we do a joint prediction?
Yes.
Okay.
If this is true, we both get 5 points.
Yes.
John. This is off the rails.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I mean, I could also see him doing something where he's like, make sure you have all 4 controllers connected to the PlayStation 4.
Right. PlayStation Vita not detected. Would you like to continue?
Okay. Oh god, my predictions are all in a mess right now. Rocksteady will finally announce a new game, and it will not be a Batman game.
Okay.
But it will still be in the DC universe.
Superman. Not a prediction. Well, a prediction, but not an official capital
Right.
P prediction.
I mean, the Superman's been the rumor going on for years, and they haven't done it. So
now's the
I don't know.
time.
I could see them do Wonder Woman.
TMNT.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think they'll finally announce a new game. It won't be Batman, but it'll still be DC.
Spider-Man.
The Avengers. Wait. No.
The Revengers.
The
Nope,
Revengers.
that's what I meant.
All right, Seth.
Okay, I think we're gonna get something from Playground Games at the Microsoft conference on the new Fable game they're working. Maybe even a.
What the fuck is a playground game?
Yeah, I was totally lost there for a minute.
I was gonna say,
Maybe-
do you mean Blue Hole?
No, it's Playground Games.
No, I know.
It maybe even a video clip gameplay, something. I think even I don't even know. It might just be something as small as what we got from Metroid 4 last year, but no, I think it'll be a little more than. I think they'll show some footage for the new Fable. Yep, that's me. Yep.
Okay, Paul.
All right. All right. So the number 4 prediction, I'm gonna say that Square Enix is at their conference going to. This is. I don't know how you're gonna take this. I think they're going to show a trailer for. They've already announced Dragon Quest XI coming worldwide later this year.
Yeah, I think it's September.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to show, they're going to have an extensive gameplay demo, and it's going to be entirely in English, and it'll be voiced. Dubbed
Okay.
And it'll be, it'll take up, a reasonable amount of time in their conference.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to put more focus on it than you'd expect. for a Western release.
Okay.
I think they're gonna try to make it a thing. That's what I wrote here. They're gonna keep trying to make it a thing.
I could see that. I mean, I feel like they're already trying.
Right. Because I mean Capcom finally made Monster Hunter a thing. And I think Dragon Quest is that other big pillar game in Japan. And I think Square Enix is gonna see this as an opportunity. Maybe Japan is on the rise.
Okay. Michaelis. Now it's really the last
Now
one.
it's really
This is
the
the
last
last.
Actually-
Michael, this is the last one.
I want to do a Kojima trailer style. This is the last one. Cut to black, and then there's one more right after
Wait.
because
Okay.
I've got a prediction I really want, and then I've got a prediction I think might actually happen.
Okay. Do the really one after.
Okay. This is the one I think might actually happen. At either Sony or Microsoft, not sure, probably Sony. Capcom will reveal Monster Hunter Ultimate was the one released this year, right? Monster Hunter Ultimate.
I think so.
They will announce Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations or whatever the remake, and that it will be out.
Wait, wasn't that already? Wasn't that already announced?
No. It's just it's so assumed that it's going to come because that's how they've handled every one of their Monster Hunter games at this point.
What was Can you repeat? Oh, the follow up.
Yeah, they will do the Monster Hunter Ultimate G or whatever, that equivalent that adds that new tier and a bunch of new monsters and stuff. And it'll be out this holiday in time for the launch on PC, which will be the only version the PC gets.
Oh.
Wait, this is a special edition of the one you
Monster
guys
Hunter
all played.
G.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking you were talking about a new one of the ones that just came to Switch that was a remake.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is the remake, quote unquote. This is the like new tier added of difficulty to the one that came out in January.
Okay, I got you.
That'll be the only version that comes to PC. The reason for the delay was because they were just going to put out that version there. That's the one I want.
Okay. Wait, that's the one you want, or the one you think?
That's the one I think will happen. I also kind of want it, but that's the one I think will happen.
I also kind of want it.
So what is your I'm
the one I
reaching?
want? The one that's really reaching at E3 or at Sony, at Microsoft, at Nintendo, at Square Enix, at Ubisoft, and at EA. A representative from Koei Tecmo will arrive and apologize to everyone for the Dynasty Warrior games. And they will announce they are no longer making them. They will apologize for
Can we make that a joint? Can we make that a joint one as well? I
mean, absolutely. If you want to get on this, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I'm on board. That's great. I think that this is going to be a weird year for Microsoft. And I think Gears and Halo will be at their conference. Unprecedented.
Double dip.
Because I think
it's very possible.
I think they're gonna come out. I think they're gonna come out and they're like, "Hey, you like Halo, right? Oh wait. Do you guys like Gears too? Not Gears 2,
like Gears
but
3.
as well." Both are coming.
And they're the same game.
Same game. No, not the same.
The Gears of Halo.
But I think both Gears and Halo will be at the Microsoft conference.
I can guarantee you one of us.
Oh, one or the other is definitely going to be there. But I think both are going to be there.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Paul, if you don't predict this, the assumption is you're predicting neither will be there.
Then you're going to lose.
I'm not making a prediction on that.
All right, Seth. I know what?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, mine is another Nintendo one. Can I do that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all Nintendo ones if you want.
I predict that you can do that.
Okay. Nintendo, we are gonna have a
Nintendo Wii.
Christmas release date. Well, holiday season release date of Pikmin 4.
Isn't there?
Okay.
That was the Wii U one,
wait.
right?
That already came
Or
out.
was that
That
three?
already, yeah.
Pikmin 3 was on the Wii U.
Didn't Miyamoto
it's-
slip up and say Pikmin 4 was being developed like a long time ago?
Yeah, he did.
We know it's in progress. I think it's probably done, and we're getting it this year for the holiday season.
I think it was
That's what
done
I
for
think.
Wii. I think it was done for Wii U, and they were
It
like,
might have been.
"Don't bother."
That's very possible.
Yeah, that
I did
really
a
sure
quick
about
I did a
this
quick
one.
search here, and I'm seeing lots of things making the comment Pikmin 4 Switch update game almost done coming 2018.
Like I said,
So
holiday season Pikmin 4.
okay, that's probably honestly pretty safe. Yeah.
Yeah, and Nintendo doesn't like to have a lot of lead time if they can avoid it.
Right.
Except for that fucking the Metroid game for Switch
Metroid
and the
game.
Pokemon game for Switch and the
Yeah.
Animal Crossing game for Switch.
Yeah,
Did
but
they-
those are
they
titles
never-
that they know. Like saying
It
that
doesn't
they're gonna
matter.
Have a
They
Pokemon
even
game
with
on
their
the
even with
Switch.
their Marios, they don't.
In all
announce it ahead
fairness,
of
their
time.
the Wii U Smash Brothers game, I think they had the logo when they launched Wii U, and I think that game came out like 3 or 4 years into the Wii U's life cycle.
Did they show it that early?
It was yeah. They announced it when they announced the Wii U, because I remember
Oh,
thinking, "Oh, that's gonna be sweet."
I don't remember that. Oh, Okay. So Paul, what's your last one?
I'll have to have another one.
I've thrown a couple in the chat if you need one.
No, you got some good ones in there. All right. Here's my bold prediction. So Smash Brothers for Switch is going to be shown.
Is that a prediction? I mean, they've already said it's gonna be playable.
Right. It's going to be playable. They've said that.
Smash Brothers for Switch will be detailed at the show.
Will be canceled.
Okay.
It will have. Can I complete my prediction? It's there's always multiple parts. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
They're going to
All right.
unveil
All right.
The answer is no, Paul. You can't complete your prediction.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
Caller, go ahead.
It'll be a new it'll be a new platform. It's not going to be a deluxe edition. It'll be actually its own thing. That won't be specifically said, but it'll be apparent from the gameplay demos.
Okay.
So you're saying it's not the Wii U port?
It's not going to be
clear,
it won't be
right?
a port of the Wii version. It'll be
Okay.
its own. It'll be Smash Brothers for Switch. And if anyone asks Nintendo if this is a deluxe edition, they'll say this is Smash Brothers for Switch. Like they, like it'll. I think it won't be that far off because they called Smash Brothers for 3DS, Smash Brothers for 3DS, and Smash Brothers for Wii U, Smash Brothers for Wii U. So I think they'll just call it Smash Brothers for Switch, basically. And I think it'll have a single player mode that they're going to talk about. That'll be a return to the Subspace Emissary style.
Which was cool. That'd be cool.
And I think they're going. This is the part that's going to be really fucked up and wrong. I think they're going to have a smaller cast size at launch than the last two games. I don't think it'll have as many characters as 4 or Brawl. I think it'll be similar to Melee.
Okay.
It's going to be a more focused experience on a smaller cast, and then they'll sell you a bunch of characters later.
Right.
And they'll have a season pass and all that good stuff. But I think it's going to have a smaller cast.
Okay. That's bold.
Says the guy who predicts PlayStation 5 games coming out next year.
Listen, with Kojima, all things are possible.
Kojima is an
Nintendo-
artiste, and
Yes.
you never know.
Okay.
I mean, you could just go ahead and you could say that Death Stranding coming to Switch and be like,
I had a cool prediction for Cyberpunk. It was going to be Cyberpunk 2077 will be dope.
dude,
That was it.
why didn't you say that one?
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Cyberpunk 2077 will get a reveal trailer and a new title, Cyberpunk 2078.
What's up?
Nice.
Can I tell you something else that I think is going to happen on the Switch?
No.
Sure.
I mean, yes.
I think once the online play and everything comes out, Fortnite will be revealed to be on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be.
I think so.
I don't think they need to put that in a fucking press conference.
No.
Fortnite's on fucking iPhone. like,
Fortnite's big enough. They could
It'll just-
put
that
put it
turtle
on
just
they could put it
roll
on a local newspaper somewhere, and it would just fucking it would spread
Blow up.
from there. Like
Yeah.
yeah. It would,
It might not be there, but I think Fortnite's going to be on the Switch.
I
I
think
think
that's
the
only a
Switch
matter
has
of time.
a lot coming for it within the next year or so.
Yeah, I think that a lot of developers were skittish about it, and then it was a
Mhm.
success.
But
and
then
they
it
were all like,
sold.
"Oh, let's make stuff."
yeah.
But
Then
but
everybody
now is the
bought one.
time, right? So I think we're approaching the time of like the amount of time that's passed. It's like, okay, the games they all would have started on right when they realized it was a success will start being announced and released soon.
Right.
Like
mean,
the non-indie titles, because the indie titles came really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said this not on podcast, but like
In the
Wait, what?
bathroom, sometimes
Yeah.
showering. Yeah,
in the bathroom, like every game that comes out now, just about, I'm like, I wish that was on Switch.
oh my gosh, I have that same problem.
like I just wish it was on Switch so I could take it with me. And like I feel bad because I know the Switch isn't as strong of a system and it wouldn't be able to run some of the games, but still I love the portability of it. I can take it with me wherever I go.
What
Can
was the
we-
game they were releasing on Switch, Jimmy, that you were like... There was some game that I was happy was coming... Oh, was it Valkyria? No. Does that come to Switch?
I don't know.
There was
But
some
that's-
game that was coming out that you like laughed at me and you're like, that's what's wrong with the industry or something.
I don't know.
You,
I mean,
you were-
it
'cause
could have
you were-
been a
Was it
lot of
SMT?
things.
No,
don't think it
because
was SMT.
he wouldn't care about that.
I mean, he
can't
would still laugh.
imagine Jimmy
He would still
laughing
laugh at you and say you're the problem with the industry, though.
Right, he would. Something about the
I
Switch
vaguely
being-
remember this, but I do not remember the game.
Yeah, because you were like, that's why the game's gonna be bad, or something like that. You're like, that's why it's not gonna be as good as it could have been, because they're gonna dumb it down for Switch.
It sounds like something I would say.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Valkyria.
I only
But I
want
can't.
Nintendo games on the Switch. I don't want real games on the Switch.
I want all games on the Switch. I think.
all
Oh
games,
my gosh.
every game. If
Yeah.
I could have played God of War on the Switch, at
Man,
least
it would
I
have
could
looked like
God of War.
garbage.
I know that's the horrible part, and I get that. That like,
Valkyria is on Switch.
God of War is beautiful.
I know, and that's part of the. But, dude, if the game was uglier, I still would have enjoyed the game. Think about it. The game was good, even if it wouldn't have been quite as good visually. The game was just great. Good gameplay, good story.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same. That's
was-
definitely
it
part of it.
You know.
That's definitely part of it.
But
Plus
I
the
would have played it on the
performance. It's
Switch.
not just how it looks. Would they
I
have
know.
dumbed down? I mean, would it have run? Sometimes even on my.
They wouldn't
PlayStation,
have. They wouldn't have had as much voice acting. Probably.
Probably
They'd have been
not.
limited. Like, it's-
Or
it's
they would.
just-
He
there's a
wouldn't
lot
have
of
said
things.
boy so many times. He
Boy.
wouldn't have said boy all the time. But I get it. I'm to a point. Okay, then, like, go ahead, Sony, make something that's just as good and portable, only is better. Like,
Nah, you don't need portable.
dude, yes, I do. I want to play all my games at work. I had to sit at work and wait to go home.
Oh, I
to
just sit
play
at
God
work
of
and
War.
think about working.
Right. No, I sat at work and thought about video games. I wanted to come home and
Oh,
play God of
man.
War every day. That's what got me through the. Actually, I slept at
That's
work
what
so I
got
could
me through
stay
the
up.
day.
I slept at work so I could stay up late to play God of War at home. Where
See, I
could
just
have
stayed up.
played
See,
God
I
of
just
War
stayed
at
up
home.
and lost sleep.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Oh
Mhm.
God, I didn't sleep that week.
I didn't sleep much. I was up to like 2, 3 in the morning playing that game every night. Kind of like what I'm doing with Destiny. Oh, it's been rough.
Yeah, but you've been off since Wednesday. You're good.
I was talking about before I was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Leave the Nintendo games for the Switch. Don't bring the good games this way. Well, not you know.
Wow.
You know what I mean.
No, I'm fine with bigger titles coming to the Switch. I
I
want
want all titles. More
No.
options is never a
m-
problem.
more 100-hour games like Xenoblade. Bring them on. Let me have them on my Switch so that I haven't played my Switch in quite a while, and it's because I don't have a lot to play on it. I don't want these little 4-hour games that
they release all the time for the Switch. I don't want fucking 1-2 Switch and all that. I want good
No one
games.
wants 1-2.
No one wanted 1-2 Switch,
Right.
Seth. That's not fair.
Right.
But I do. I
Play
want these good
Stardew
games.
Valley on Switch if you want to lose a bunch of your time.
Yeah.
Even if they started some type
You got
of
He totally ignored you. Look at that.
He did. He totally did.
even if they start something that I could go back and play some older games that I wanted to, if they would do some type of game streaming service for the Switch where I could play games that I haven't either never got a chance to play or got games that are older
I think you can
Like,
stream RE7 on Switch.
like, dude, playing
If
the
you live in
older Final
Japan.
Fantasy games on the Switch, just all kinds of stuff that they could bring to the Switch and let me download for. I would love Nintendo to come out with a monthly subscription service for games.
Oh, imagine that.
Imagine almost like a Netflix for games.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
What are they doing that?
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
miss something?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. Their new subscription model is they're gonna add catalog. They're gonna have an open catalog of a certain amount of games, old games to play.
Oh, see, I didn't.
It's like
hear
it's
this.
20 NES games the first round. Is that what it is?
Yeah, 20 NES games, and they've got added online multiplayer.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Right.
You're gonna be able to play old NES games online with people.
I think that will increase the lifetime of the Switch tenfold. Like, just that way you're not just worried about the new
I
stuff.
don't know
You've
about
got the
that.
old stuff too. Like, I would.
That's
love...
not gonna carry a system though.
No, it's not going to carry
It's
it.
been on.
You don't
They've
got to
had
have
the
the
Virtual
new.
Console on Wii and Wii U, and that didn't carry it.
Yeah, well, they both sucked, and you couldn't take them with you.
The portability aspect is truly a game changer.
You're right.
Yeah, but you could play. I don't know.
I want Virtual Console on it, but
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I would like to have Virtual Console on it too. It's just, I don't know. I think they really should have went the little extra money and got that new processor.
Well,
But
they
the-
might. Now that they've seen how much money it's making, we might very well see a Switch Pro come out within the next 2 years or
That's
year.
not Nintendo though.
I know.
That the 3DS, new 3DS, 3DS XL.
Yeah. They like
But
doing
those
that
weren't
with
as
their handheld
drastic.
system.
That wouldn't get the new Tegra processor. Like that's
no,
drastic.
but the new 3DS had a processor upgrade
Right.
and an
It
entire
was
new
slight.
analog stick.
Yeah.
I could see them like. I feel like
I
this
guess.
Switch is like they realize they hit a home run here, and instead of doing anything new, all they have to do is make this better. Like they don't have to get creative with it. Just figure out how to put better shit in this one. And to me, that would be the easiest thing they could do business wise. I don't see why they wouldn't. Of course,
But
it's
to-
Nintendo.
To counter that new 3DS thing though, like how well did that go for them? Like I see them taking that as a lesson of not to do that.
I mean, a lot of people went and bought the 3DS, traded in their old ones.
they made the new
Not
2DS.
that many.
Like they kept the branding going. Like if the new 3DS wasn't working, they wouldn't have made that new 2DS, right?
Yeah.
What?
Because they made the 2DS and people found out that people don't like when you don't have flip screens and went and made the new 2DS, and those things sell like hotcake because 3D was never.
Were they? I don't remember the sales figures for that being that good.
I've heard that they sell good. I don't know the actual sales figures, but I've heard they sell good.
good doorstops.
want one.
They are quite bulky.
I love that they're bigger. My hands won't cramp. I hate little system.
Hmm.
Same.
I tried to play something on my wife's 3DS, and she's lucky I didn't throw it across the room. It's too small. It's
What, a
crappy.
regular one or an XL?
No, a normal 3DS.
Oh, of course.
I
Those
have an
things
XL.
are made for babies.
Right. Those baby hands. Nobody wants to play with that crap. Give me something big. Give me something bulky. Go
Give me a
for it.
Duke.
Give
Look.
me. That's what I was about to say.
The Duke is the best
controller.
controller ever invented. But anyways, like at first I thought the Switch was going to be too big. I never want to play my 3DS anymore after playing the Switch. It's big, it's comfortable. You're sitting there like awesome.
I don't find the Joy-Cons very comfortable.
Oh, I do. They're awesome.
I have a problem playing with the Joy-Cons for extended amount of periods of time.
And then, not to
Like
mention, you can
unattached or
set it.
attached?
Attached.
Oh.
You can set it on your desk and use your Pro controller if you want to while you're at work.
That's what I usually did, but you know, 99% of the people can't play at work. Seth.
I know, and there's a lot of people that gripe and are like, "Oh, I don't want to bring my Pro controller with me." Well, you're wrong. You should bring your Pro controller with you and play. The Pro controller I love the Pro controller.
It's a good controller.
I really, really like it.
You can use it with Steam now.
I got one of those 8-bit DOE SNES controllers with joysticks on them, like a PlayStation style. That's pretty cool.
This is the first time I've been this excited about Nintendo since the GameCube. I loved the GameCube. It was, God, I love the GameCube. So many. It's a good system. And this is the first thing Nintendo has done since then that's made me that happy, and I'm really glad they were able to do that.
Trying to think if there was anything. I was really excited for Mario Galaxy, the first one, and that thing fucking delivered. I love that game. See, after that probably wasn't until Xenoblade, so like the end of the Wii. And the Wii U was kind of, I just wanted to get it to play some of the games on it. I wasn't really that excited for it, but
right, because Nintendo's really good at doing their exclusive. You know, you have to have our system to play these titles, and there's a lot of them there that you don't want to miss.
Right.
I tell you what, the Wii U was so bad I didn't even. Their exclusives didn't even bring me to the Wii U.
Mario Maker was so good.
Mario Maker is a fantastic game. But anyway, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. Email us at mhmpodcast@gmail.com.
mhmpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. Harmonized.
Oh, man.
We are super singers. Guys, y'all can follow us. We're going to be on tour. The MHM Podcasters. We're going to start a band.
No, it's going to be the mmmHmmmers.
The mmmHmmmers. We're going to start when the guys sing in harmony.
Communist Revolution.
An acapella group. We're going to start an acapella group together. Or whatever it's called.
Barbershop Quartet.
Yes, Barbershop Quartet. There's four of us. We've got this shit. Mr. Sandman.
You guys would be so good.
Lord.
You guys.
Jimmy, get us the hell out of here.
Oh. Note for Jimmy in the future. You have to edit that Paul shit anyways, so just auto-tune our singing.
Okay. All right. I'll do my best. Yep.
Wait, edit that bullshit.
Shut up, Paul.
Oh, wow.
I'm throwing hot fire.
Wow. Mean. Yes. Email us at mhmpodcast@gmail.com. We will be back next week to find out everything we said, or next month.
Next week?
Next month to discover everything we said was wrong.
When these get uploaded, it might be next week. But next month.
Oh, yes. No. What? Maybe. Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen and other shit they say across the world.